All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, inside the locker room. I am Shawn McCormick. He is Adam Martin, and we are live to watch the entire UFC 303 main card, which just got a whole lot more interesting, Adam. Unprecedented. We've never seen it before, and obviously Adam, MMA writer for many years. I follow the sport for very many years as well, and Dan Ige is going to step in on 0 days notice, 2 hours notice, 3 hours notice, and fill in the co-main event. Brian Ortega out, and Dan Ige in to face Diego Lopez at a catchweight. This fight was supposed to be at 145. Ortega misses weight, then it started at 155, and now it's up to 165 catchweight. Crazy shit, man, going down in Las Vegas. What do you think about that?
Crazy.
Yeah,
what I could say. Like, this is not like we were talking about off air, but it's like unprecedented, guys. Like, I don't remember this ever happening before.
No.
Obviously, way back in the day, they would have fights that were made day of, like, one night tournaments and stuff, but we don't really see this happen in this day and age. And honestly, like, when I heard the news about an hour ago, kind of like there was some rumors circulating and on Twitter, and then I was thinking to myself, like, how are they even going to clear this guy to fight? And then obviously you had, I think, Jeff Mullen from Nevada Commission, he just talked about it, and they were able to figure it out. So I mean, I'd imagine Ige getting a bag to take this fight. I imagine Diego Lopez is getting a ton of money to take this fight. I mean, also, like, listen, Brian Ortega, he got sick, it happens, I guess, but he didn't make the weight in the first place. I don't know really why they forced him to take this fight, because he was training, he said, for a 55-pound fight in the Sphere in September. And then they're like, hey, you're going to fight Diego Lopez in 2 weeks or whatever. So very short notice, both guys. Hopefully Brian's okay, because I think he's a really good fighter. And that honestly was kind of a tough fight to call with Lopez, but I was going to pick Lopez. I guess I'll have to pick him again in this new fight. You want to read the odds out at Sports Interaction?
Yeah, for sure. Right now at Sports Interaction, it's jumped back up. It's minus 350 for Lopez and plus 275 for Dan Ige. It was like much closer. I think the prior fight, I think it was minus 140, minus 150 for Lopez against Brian Ortega at plus 120 or so. And yeah, I mean, those odds make total sense to me. Even if, Dan Ige is coming in on terrific shape, his cardio can't be that great, on 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours notice, whatever it would be. Obviously, we're not that much in the know as far as the other guys, in obviously on site there, and Dana White and Hunter Campbell and all those guys. But this is, to me, he's getting a bag. He's getting, his nickname's 50K. He tweeted out earlier today. He said, it's like something like coming in to be a bad motherfucker or something, and hashtag UFC 303. And I was like, oh no, or like, is he going to be fighting Max Holloway? It made zero sense to me. Obviously, this didn't make much sense to me, but I'm glad that we're getting another fight. And I mean, it should be fun. Dan Ige is a good fighter, action fighter, right? I mean, he comes to fight all the time. Hasn't been stopped before in his UFC career.
Because Lopez, I think like almost every one of his wins is probably by stoppage. I'll double check, but like, he's an absolute stud. But again, he's got a lot of victories, a stoppage, right? So he's won only 2 decisions, and he has 24 wins.
Yeah.
So I mean, the guy has 22 finishes, guys. So his finish rate is 92%, which makes it an intriguing matchup. But again, like we talked about a little bit, the conditioning, right, for Ige coming in, and of course the weight class is weird. But, I gotta say, like, Lopez, he's a warrior. I respect the hell of this guy. There was just a message posted from him to Hunter Campbell. He just sent him a text or something saying, like, this is what warriors are made of, this is what legends are made of, I want to take this fight. You have to respect that. It's very risky too, but again, high risk, high reward, right? So I think if he wins, they probably told him you're getting a title shot, I would imagine, right? I mean, Max,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think you get paid well, and then maybe you get like a main event and you get paid well again.
How much do you think you got extra, like a couple $100,000 or something like that?
Yeah, probably.
I wonder if they gave him even more,
I mean, again, huge card. And again, this card is, I think every fight on this card pretty much is on 2 weeks notice. The main event, which we'll get to, I mean, is a fucking tremendous main event. And the co-main event I was really looking forward to too. This is such a Brian Ortega thing. You know what I mean? This guy's like, he hurt his knee, like jumping up and down in the cage before his last fight. And then he came out and beat Yair Rodriguez anyways.
That was crazy.
And then, we've seen him dislocate his shoulder and lose via TKO that way.
Crazy.
Bad luck for Brian Ortega. John Anik said on the broadcast he had a fever of like 103 today or something.
Sucks.
Which is crazy.
I wonder if it's like the weight cut also played a factor in that. Like, you'd have to imagine, right? Because like your immune system weakens cutting all that weight. maybe he was sick though. Maybe that's why he missed weight. Like, who knows, really, right? Like, it could have all just been part of it.
Yeah, I mean, part of it's the weight cut, like you were talking about. You're trying to cut but on a couple weeks' notice, and you're not quite in the best shape, you can pick up infections. And we've seen a lot of fighters drop out on short notice, just getting sick the day of. Cutting weight is very dangerous. I mean, that we watch this on a daily basis, and we know what it's like for these fighters to come in and you know, and we always see like fighters who come in, you know, 155 they weigh in at, and the next day they're 175 pounds. Yeah. You know what I mean? To me, these guys should not be cutting as much weight as they cut. It's very unhealthy. I get the competitive advantage. I get that as part of the sport. I'd like to see it, you know, either day of weigh-ins or, you know, or a weight restriction, so you can't weigh more than this the night of the fight. I think that'd be much healthier for the fighters. Again, you're not putting that strain on your kidneys, your liver. You know, I think that'd be great.
I mean, for me, like, the weight cut thing was always one of the weirdest parts about the sport. Like, I mean, you grew up in Canada too, right? So like, the wrestling culture is not as big here.
Yes.
So I remember like way back in the day when I saw The Ultimate Fighter, I think it was the first season, and they were all cutting weight and stuff. I was like, I'd never seen that before, right? It was kind of my introduction to that. And then you start to realize, like, okay, this is pretty like prevalent in the wrestling community. And then obviously it transferred to MMA. And in boxing too, but not as, I wouldn't say as much in boxing, right?
They cut the weight. But I think there's more weight restrictions on it in boxing. Weight classes too. Boxing contracts, I feel like, are way more, you know, confusing and more detailed.
I think we need more weight classes too in MMA. You know, I think as the sport grows, we'll probably get a few, but I've always wanted to see, like, they're fighting at 165. I always thought that should be a weight class, and then 175, just because it's it's kind of weird.
The jump from 170 to 185.
Yeah, I always thought that was a little weird, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, I could see it, but at the same point in time, like, you've seen so many people jump up and down and up and down. Like, I don't want to see that happen every week. You know what I mean? Like, I want these fighters to fight as often as they feel like they should, you know, health wise. And that's why I want to see more weight restrictions. But I feel like seeing, if you add too many weight classes, you're going to get, like, you know, people jumping up and down weight classes like every fight, essentially, right? When somebody drops out, they'll jump in, and therefore the rankings will be a bit skewed. The championship pictures will be a little bit more muddled. Before we go on to the main event, let's just do some housekeeping here. We're here all night. Like I said, feel free to drop in some comments, tell your friends, watch us, follow us, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We've got a couple people watching here. My boy 3 Point Tally says, let's get ready to rumble. He's in for a night of fights. My boy Exit saying Ian Gary wins, Diego Lopez wins, Myra wins, Alex beats him again. My prediction. And then he says, hey to me. So thanks, Exit, for tuning in. He's been around for a lot of these shows and jumps in here and there. But yeah, let's get to the main event, man. Because I mean, it's fantastic. We've got Alex Pereira against Yuri Prochazka 2. The line is minus 165 for Pereira, plus 140 for Prochazka. I don't know. I mean, the first fight was fantastic, very close. Prochazka gets caught. No shame. You know, you could argue quick stoppage, sure, whatever. I thought it was a little quick, but not like, I'm not that upset about it. And I think this fight will probably be a bit more definitive, I hope. And I think this fight could go either way. And I think I'm on Prochazka. We'll get to our picks here in a second after you go through the main event. But I'm on Pereira. You're on Prochazka.
Yeah, I took a shot on the dog. So the last fight, I actually took Pereira, and he knocked him out. So like, most people would obviously pick Pereira again because he won. Yeah. But I'm going to take a shot on the dog. I honestly feel like it's a coin flip fight. You're getting like plus, what's the odds right now? Plus 140 or something? Plus 130?
Yeah, plus 140 for Prochazka.
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, it's a coin flip fight. Like, because of the short notice, just all the circumstances. And honestly, the first fight, if you watch it again, Yuri did win the first round. He has a little bit of grappling upside here too as well. Obviously got knocked out, but a kind of a weird stoppage. It's hard to go against Pereira, man. He's amazing. Like, I hate picking against him, but somebody's telling me Prochazka. I want to say this before we even get into these picks, because I'm going to give you my picks. Sure. I've got all the picks right so far, guys. I made including like a couple dogs. I got Vinicius Oliveira plus 200 in the first fight, and then the other dog was John Silva plus 110. So I made and I mean, I've never really I've had like one perfect card in like the last 10 years, probably. Right. So it's impossible. So it kind of worries me. I'm not going to lie, because I'm picking all these dogs in the main card here. But at the same time, I got to trust my reads. And I kind of feel like you're going to see a few dogs on this main card barking, man. Like, again, a lot of these weird short notice fights, I think they can go either way. So main event, Prochazka, I think someone gets knocked out, but my lean is the samurai to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't have a strong lean. I like Pereira. I think he's, you know, a little less wild, a little cleaner. But again, you're dealing with a lot of different things with Prochazka. Prochazka is fantastic. Prochazka is younger. Prochazka, again, we saw against Rakic, was well behind. I feel, you know what I mean, took a lot of damage. Something that worries me about Prochazka's style is dealing with those leg kicks.
Yep.
We saw Pereira chew him up a little bit in their first fight, and then we saw Rakic. I looked at 23 of 30. He landed significant leg kicks against them last time. We saw that they were effective. Yeah, I mean, if that's another thing that he's got to worry about going forward, because you worry about that leg, or you're not able to move as well. Like, Pereira is going to catch you. So I think this fight ends via TKO. I think either fighter can win. I don't see it really going to the decision.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, you think it's going to end inside the distance?
Yeah, I'd be surprised. Like how really, based on their styles, right? Also the short nose, like I said, and yeah, like you said, Yuri, love the guy, but that striking defense is not very good, right? He kind of, you know, puts his chin up and blocks punches with his face, which is never you know, the kind of style that you love to fight going the distance. So yeah, I think someone gets finished. Like I said, I'm picking Prochazka, but I mean, really, like, they're both capable, obviously, of finishing the fight. So it should be a great fight, though. I think it's, don't get me wrong, I love the Chandler McGregor fight, but like, this is a really intriguing rematch, you know. So it should be a good one, man.
That McGregor Chandler fight is never gonna happen.
No, probably not. I've been saying that since the beginning too. Like, yeah, I just don't think Conor really wants to fight, nor does he really need to fight. He has so much money. And a Michael Chandler fight, like, it's kind of just, for him, it's not really that most important fight, right? Like, they did the Ultimate Fighter, obviously. That was like 2 years ago now. I kind of feel like the ship sailed. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just the kind of way I feel about that one, man. So
we'll see. We're having some technical difficulties with getting the pay-per-view up here. DNA Cartolero says, "Hi, I'm Brazilian." Well, welcome. Hello. Welcome into the locker room. Thanks for finding us. We're here watching UFC 303 all night long here. Once I can find why this isn't working. I've done this like 6 times. We've been here in the locker room watching UFCs, and this is the first time that I'm having any kind of technical difficulties. Poatan is the monster. That is true, says DNA. I'll just call you DNA
against him. I get it. Like, he's amazing. But again, we have seen him get knocked out too. You know, obviously it was a 185, but is he cleaned his clock? Kickboxing, he's been knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we didn't, like,
even in the UFC knocked.
And we're just assuming it's a stand-up fight, right? Like, what about Yuri submitting him? Like, remember Yuri submitted his boy Glover?
Yeah, I mean, Yuri's not really the most offensive wrestler. He did sort of take him down, but that's more so, I think, Pereira like caught him in a guillotine and tried to finish him, and Pereira just Prochazka landed on top of him.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. I just think that Pereira's working on that part of his game as one of the only holes in his game.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. Bear with us while we try to get this fight up. Exit says, and I'll get your opinion on it too. He asked, Exit says, did I watch that John Silva fight? That guy is hilarious. I thought he was pretty interesting.
I like him. I mean, I think he's a good prospect.
Yeah. And
again, if you kind of look at the way that UFC matchmaking is now, because like when I look at fights now too, like I kind of think about like who the UFC wants to win.
Sure.
Right. Like, Jourdain's kind of on the decline a little bit. You know, you looked terrible in his last fight. I think you were there for that fight, right, in Toronto?
Yeah, I was here in the locker room watching it.
Yeah, you watched it, but it wasn't impressive, right? So you'd imagine a guy that's, you know, coming off this huge win streak on Contender Series, they'd rather have him win. Not that you guarantee it or anything like that, but there's something there with this guy. Sure. And here we go. We got the peer review going. So yeah, there's something there with that guy. He's kind of got that like it factor. We didn't even talk about that other guy, Peyton Talbot.
Oh fuck, man, he was impressive.
That was what, 10 seconds? Like, it was crazy.
18 or something.
18
like
seconds. So it was like the second fastest finish or something. The guy's good, right?
No, and again, guys like that who, I don't want to say like they you wanted him to win. I didn't think it would be that decisive. I thought that was a very impressive. You know,
I figured he'd win, but I wasn't sure if it'd be a decision or not. Honestly, you know.
Sure. I mean, you never know with like some guys that are unknown and also fighting some guys that are more unknown. I'm obviously Vegas and Sports Interaction had the odds. I think it was like minus 1,600 for Talbot. So I mean, speaking of odds and Sports Interaction, let's get into our picks. So these boards were made earlier today when the Ortega fight was still fighting Lopez. He is not fighting Lopez anymore. But we'll go with yours first, Adam. I'll throw them up here
Sure.
if you remember them.
Yep.
You just let the people know what you're taking and why.
Yeah, the odds obviously might have shifted by
a little bit maybe, but
Prochazka was the main event pick.
Yep.
Co-main event, we have a new fight. It's a weird fight. Like Diego Lopez, odds are pretty high now in this like rebooking.
Yeah.
Stan Ige. I kind of recommend just staying away from that fight, to be honest with you. But
yeah,
if you had to, I guess I would still lean Lopez because of the full camp, right? Or not full camp. You only had a couple weeks.
Yeah, he had a couple weeks too.
The other picks, I went with Anthony Smith. I kind of feel like he should be favored over Dolidze, who also, again, word of the day, short notice.
Yeah.
Dolidze took the fight on a week's notice. Anthony Smith also had like, I think a month or something. So not like a ton of time, but I kind of feel like Smith is all experience should be favored in that fight. And then I took Macy Chasson. I think she'll be able to grapple Buena Silva. Actually, I think she was a favorite or a underdog this morning. Now she's a slight favorite, I believe.
Yeah, Bueno Silva right now is minus 115 again.
Okay, so it's basically like a coin flip. Let's be fair. And then the other one was
you got Michael Page.
I took Michael Page. Yeah, like again, a lot of people are gonna be surprised by that one, I guess, because Gary undefeated.
You're getting some heat in the chat for it, but we'll get to why first, and then we'll get to the heat after.
Gary's undefeated. He's he's pretty good, but again, I'm just gonna stick with my reads, man.
No, I mean, and they've been good today for sure. And I don't blame you. I very much dislike Ian Gary. I had to pick him today. It wasn't because I just think there are more paths to victory for Ian Gary. I feel I'm not expecting an exciting fight, which you get with some guys like you get with your guys like Wonderboy Thompson, Michael Page, those sort of like karate counter fighters. I'm not expecting a very entertaining fight. Again, I hope I'm wrong. But I'll go through mine here real quick.
Sure.
And we'll go from there. So I'm taking Pereira by knockout. That's about plus 100 at Sports Interaction. Again, I think the fight ends inside the distance. I'm just hoping I'm on the right side of things. I had Brian Ortega by decision, but that's not happening. Brian Ortega is out in case you're just joining us. I'm taking Roman Dolidze. Again, more so on the fact that I think Anthony Smith can have a very good first round.
Right.
And maybe even get ahead. But I'm counting on Dolidze to, win a split decision. Or again, Dolidze has fought at 205 before. Again, he's coming up a weight class on, again, short notice. Again, as we've talked about all night here, that every fighter here seems to be coming in on short notice. But
yeah,
I'm going to take him to win, and I'm going to take that fight to go under 2.5 rounds. I did a video earlier this week. If you add up all their fights and all their combined between Smith and Dolidze, 83% of them have been finished inside the distance.
That's crazy. I think Smith's like almost all his fights. Again, every match was different, right?
Yeah.
Kind of feel like this one might go long. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, again, you've seen Anthony Smith. I'm just bad. Part of it too is like when they're fighting on this short notice, you get some sloppy cardio, you get some sloppy fights, and that can lead to maybe some finishes.
And we were here for his last, or I was here. You're always here, but I was here for the last fight with the Vitor Petrino guy, and
I had Smith that night.
Yeah, you had him. I think it was like plus
300 or something
like that. Yeah,
I forget.
And he submitted the guy in like a minute or two.
Yeah, let me pull. I've got it back.
It was pretty impressive.
I think it was back at UFC 301.
Yeah, so you can never count him out of a finish, obviously.
Yeah, the thing about Anthony, he seems to always sort of be in it, and I just don't know.
Meinhardt. That's why they call him Meinhardt, right?
These guys are like middling.
Yeah.
And they're, I don't think either of them.
They're both 35, I think. 36.
Yeah, but I mean, Anthony Smith has so much more mileage on it, you know what I mean? He's got like 50 pro fights. Dolidze has like 14. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we've got. I've got Macy Chase on as well. I'm on that with you. And then I took Gary by decision at plus 150. Again, I'm expecting something to be a bit more boring, a bit more points fighty. I think at plus money. Again, Page, hasn't really I don't think he's been stopped either, has he? I'll look that
Michael
up.
Page, he got
He's
knocked
only
out
got
by Douglas Lima in Bellator. And actually, I had him, Douglas Lima, in that fight. That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, Douglas Lima was so good.
In Chicago, I remember that. Douglas Lima was one. He's obviously a little bit, on the decline now. But dude, remember him in Bellator back in the day? He was amazing, right? So he fought here in Ontario a few times too. Actually, I was a big fan of him.
That's
he fought in MFC. Remember that promotion?
Mark Pavlich. Yeah.
The Black Prince of MMA or something like that. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to this fight. Like, I think whoever wins between Gary and Page will sort of be elevated into like a main event sort of fight next. On a fight night would be my guess. I think they really want to build up Ian Gary again, Conor McGregor Jr., Conor McGregor Light, whatever you want to call him.
Yep.
I'm not high on him, just like I wasn't high on McGregor. I'm not high on Sean O'Malley. There's some guys that I'll probably be wrong about when it's all said and done. But I'm just not. I don't think Machado Gary is a top 5.
Again, there's a ton. I'm just looking at the lines right now. Like, there's so much steam coming on him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a good fighter.
Well, it's the first fight of the night, right?
This is the first time I'm picking against him, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I'm not even really that big of a Michael Page fan. I never really have been. But again, stylistically, I look at it as two. By the way, we got Aaron Rodgers here. Here we go.
Aaron Rodgers in attendance. I was next to Mark Coleman.
He's at every event now, by the way.
Yeah.
But Joanna.
Yeah.
She was the best, eh?
She looks good.
Oh yeah.
She looks good.
That was for me, by the way.
I thought it was, man.
Hey, you're engaged, man.
I know, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But what was I saying? Oh, Gary. Yeah, like his last fight didn't impress me at all against Jeff Neal. Don't get me wrong, Jeff Neal's very, very good, but it just wasn't impressive. The fact he couldn't finish Dylan Agnew was kind of odd too. The other fight, that Song Kenyon guy, he got dropped by him.
Yeah,
that concerns me a bit too. So he's kind of hittable, but again, he's very good. And there is so much steam coming in on him now that I don't feel great about it, I'll be honest. But my read was a very close fight. Again, a pick'em type fight, and the odds were like a pick'em all week.
Yeah,
it was like minus 130, I think, at most of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it as a close fight. Like when I picked Page earlier in the week, he was plus 110.
Yeah. So right now, it's at minus 200 for Gary.
Yeah,
plus 160 for Page.
160. And I think again, he can win I think this fight's going to be boring, guys. I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be a boring type decision that goes. I think it goes 3 rounds. You think so too? 3?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. If you like Gary by decision plus 125. Now I got it plus 150 earlier today.
Well, Page on points. Do you know
Page by decision plus 275. Page by knockout plus 450. Gary by knockout plus 400. Not really thinking there's going to be too much grappling in this fight. So.
Actually, I was here for this fight too with Kevin Holland. That's the first one.
I was so disappointed in Kevin Holland.
A great fight.
I thought Kevin Holland was going to beat him.
Holland's fight IQ was pretty low. Again, remember he actually had his back at one point, and you're like, okay, he's got a huge edge on the ground, but he just kept going to back to the striking realm with him. It was very odd.
Yeah.
So
turn this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Our boy Exit in the chat's asking you, Adam, if Brian Ortega didn't pull out, who would you have bet on? I think you were on Lopez.
I liked Lopez. I think I sent it to you.
Yeah.
I think Lopez is the real deal. This new fight is weird though because of the short notice. I still think he wins though. Like I would pick him to win.
How high do you think his ceiling is? Do you think he's a title?
I think he could be a champion. I think he's that good. I really think he's that good. Now again, Ilia Topuria is the champ, and he's incredible.
Sure.
Max Holloway's the number 1 contender. He is incredible.
I'll say that
he's very good.
Diego Lopez is could be a top 5.
You think he'll fight for the belt though one day? Would you say that?
That's a good question because I think top 5.
Top 5.
I'll say yes because he's young. He's 29.
I think he could beat Yair Rodriguez, for instance.
Sure.
Let me look at the top 5. So
yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Volkanovski. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But of course.
This division is stacked, right?
It's ridiculous. Volk is not getting talked about at all anymore.
To me, that's why I'm saying top 5 and not, is because it's such a stacked division.
And Movsar Evloev is also very. Actually, they did fight,
and he beat him. It
was short notice, but he won a decision, right?
Yeah.
It was close though. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look at the top 10. Like I think Lopez beats some of these guys. I mean, this division is stacked, bro. You got like Arnold Allen, Aljamain Sterling, Josh Emmett.
Yep.
Daron Murphy also looked amazing against Edson Barboza a few months ago. Bryce Mitchell's a pretty good fighter. Giga, Calvin Caters.
Yeah.
Like right now, Lopez. Okay, he is 13. Lopez is 14.
Sure.
I think Lopez is probably a little underranked, but he hasn't got that signature win yet, so he needs it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you said, top 5 is fair, but I do think he can fight for the belt. I think the UFC really likes him.
Mm-hmm.
I think the UFC gets behind their guys.
Yep.
I think, for instance, I don't think they're that behind Ian Gary right now after that last fight because he's fighting down in the rankings.
Sure.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a fight that I think came together short notice as well.
That's so hard, dude.
And like maybe I think they wanted to offer him something else, and it just didn't come up. And now he's got Paige, who we're seeing walk out. For those of us, we'll let you guys know when everything starts up here. Paige is doing his walkout. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be happy to be proven wrong, because the UFC, I think, needs more stars, and Gary has a bit of that it factor. Can talk well, good looking guy, decent fighter, but I don't think he'll get there.
Right.
Exit says Volk doesn't have that spark anymore.
Yeah.
I sort of disagree there. He, again, fighting, Holloway, fighting Makhachev, and short notice and stuff. I would like him to take a bit of time off and then come back ready, and I think he'll look fantastic. I think he's that good. I think,
Volk?
yeah, I think he's still got it.
Again, it's just father time. Right?
Again, he's a bit older for sure. But, and again, at the smaller weight classes, speed, you don't want that to go, because these younger guys, they'll catch you. But Volk's got a bit of everything. He's well-rounded. He's got a bit of wrestling. Yeah. He's got a bit of a submission game. Not great, but he has it. And he's got a good striking game.
Dude, you have to be so
Michael
good.
Page has a good dancing game. At least he's dancing slow and not burning out his cardio,
There's Joanna, she gave him a fist bump. There's Pantoja too. By the way, you just have to be so good. Now though, like this is like 20 years ago. Like you have to be so well-rounded now. Because like I'm just listening to you talk about Volk, and he's not the champ anymore. And you're like, he's good at this, he's good at this, he's good at this. Like he's really good, but he's also lost 3 of his last 4 fights. But again, against elite competition. Right? Yeah, that's to Islam, and the first fight was like a fight that a lot of people thought Volk won. I wasn't close.
Screaming robbery or anything, but I thought he won.
I thought it was one of the best fights of all time. Honestly, it was an amazing fight. But the last 2 fights, the head kick knockout with Islam, and then he's like, I'm hungry, I want to fight
on like
again.
2 weeks notice, right? That
and
head kick one.
And then he got knocked out in his last fight. Now I do think he was talking about it. I want to double check this before I even mention it, but
so he fought in October against Islam, got knocked out on a few weeks notice or whatever it was, and then he fights in February and gets knocked out by Pereira. I think I want to double check too. I think Volk won that first round, or no? That was a close first round. Volk to Pereira.
I think he might have. I think it was like one of the
it doesn't even.
I was gonna say like he actually talked about this a few months ago, but he was talking about how he was hitting the bottle, like he was a big alcoholic. And now I think he's stopped drinking, which is good to hear.
Yeah, no, it'd be great if
I think that he had such a long win streak that it was so hard for him to deal with that first loss to Islam.
Yeah.
But I was there at his fight actually, it's a year ago, I think today or something, 290, when he fought Yair in the main event, the last international fight week. Mm-hmm. And people don't even talk about that fight because he looked amazing in that fight. Right. So anyways, we're talking about Volk. He's not even on this card, but it's like there's so many good fighters right now in that division. Featherweight stacked, bantamweight stacked. Bantamweight is freaking stacked.
I mean, the UFC's in good shape. It just they just need their fighters. They need their fighters to stay healthy.
I know.
Well, that's another thing. We won't dive too much into that, but they need to calm themselves with all these high prices, because people are still paying, but they're pricing out a lot of good people, a lot of fans that they could, and I think maybe it's tougher to move to bigger venues because it doesn't really fit well to the sport. They've talked about a big show, and it hasn't never really come
like
to
a
fruition.
Dallas, Texas, or whatever.
Dallas, or like a big stadium show. They've talked about for McGregor. They've talked about that for in Australia for Volk. They talked about all those things.
Like they did the first Holly home fight. First Ronda. I think they only fought once. Ronda and Holly. That was like
wasn't that Anaheim or no?
That was in Australia. They did that. It was like 65,000. But there was that one, and then the one in Toronto.
I'm thinking of Anaheim was Carmouche against Ronda. I think
that was the first one.
Yeah.
My bad. I just kind of confused you. There was Charles Oliveira, by the way. There's some rumors about him fighting. Dan Hooker wants that fight. I don't think it makes sense for Charles to fight down in the rankings.
No,
Dan Hooker's pretty good.
No, he's not anymore. It's similar. Dan Hooker is good, but Dan Hooker gets pieced up by anybody above him in that weight class.
I agree.
So yeah, I mean, again, not. We're seeing Gary say thanks to his corner. I'll give some hugs.
There's Damian Maias in his corner.
Oh,
he's at the shooter box camp. So, you know what? He'd be smart to take Page to the ground.
Sure, if you can get it there. I completely agree. Exit asks, who do you guys have? Max and Ilya and Suga and Marab. Good questions. I love Max, so I'm a bit biased. So I'll say Max, but that could be some bias.
Max and Ilya?
Yeah, and then I'll take Marab all day against Sugar Sean O'Malley.
I think both these
day
fights can go either way.
Long.
So the rumor is those fights might happen at the Sphere.
In September?
Yeah. So
Sure.
everything I'm hearing is that card's going to be insane.
Yeah.
They're going to go all out. Dana said they're going to do this once. You saw the NHL draft; they had that there this week. It was super cool. It's a great venue, but it's something Dana wants to do once, so he's going to go out and do it. And just wanted to mention one other thing. We talked about some of these cards getting really hit by injuries, right? Which again is out of the UFC's control. But at the same time, we'll say this: I was here with you guys in April. That UFC 300 card was ridiculously stacked from top to bottom. But the thing is, when you take like all those fights could have been main events for like fight night cards.
Yeah.
That's why you're seeing like Rose Namajunas versus Tracy Cortez as a main event. Like that's not really a main event. In my opinion,
No, it is not.
Some of these other main events are not great coming up. Like the card in Denver we were talking
Even
about.
there were some issues last week too, right? So yeah, I mean, tail of the tape. Look at that reach advantage from MVP.
That. He's 37, but I kind of feel like he's a younger 37.
Yeah,
you're 37 too, aren't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
And
you're as good a shape.
I'm not a young 37. Yeah, and like somebody again who fights that different kind of style doesn't take a ton of damage. Only been knocked out once, He
doesn't take damage. He's very risk adverse. That's I'd kind of
How's the sound? Is it loud enough?
It's good. I'd say. Would you agree with that? Risk adverse? Would you say that?
Yes, I would. Yes, and that's why I'm worried about this fight being entertaining.
I think it's gonna be.
Let us know in the chat. You guys think this is going to be a good fight, bad fight? Who do you think is going to win? Let us know, guys. We're here all night. There's a few hundred of you in here. I appreciate you guys all being here. Welcome to the locker room. Again, I'm Shawn McCormick, at McCormick_13 on Twitter, at Adam Martin on Twitter, for Adam Martin over there to my left.
Glad to be here, guys. That's interesting. No flag for Michael Page. I mean, he's clearly English. It's kind of odd.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, I've been watching Page this whole career. I mean, I kind of feel like he was a can crusher in Bellator. I mean, if you look at who he fought, it's kind of evident. But you know what? Like, I think at the end of his career, I kind of gained a little bit more respect for him. Like, there was a fight with this guy Logan Storley, who's that very good fighter.
Oh, yeah, he fought in PFL on Friday.
Last 91. But he had a close fight with Michael Page, and a lot of people thought he won. Also, that fight with Mike Perry and bare knuckle, he went 6 rounds. It was actually 6 rounds with freaking Mike Perry, who's built for. If there's anyone who's like born to do bare knuckle, it's Mike Perry. So
I hope Mike Perry beats the shit out of Jake Paul too.
By the way, just watch Power Slap last night.
Oh, did you?
I checked out the Page Van Zandt fight. I did check it out.
I'm sure you did.
It was plus 120 odds on Page.
Oh, really?
So I don't know why she was the dog. Look at this. Gary loves it. Who's that? Joe Mazzulla. There we go.
Oh, is the Celtics?
Celtics coach right there. I was looking at the kid. I'm like, wait, is that Gary's kid? Because I know he has a kid, right?
Yeah.
His kid was doing like the Poton thing. I don't know if you saw that video. It was pretty cute. His wife used to be the cage announcer, not the announcer, but the interviewer in Cage Warriors. Layla.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's where they met. He fought in Cage Warriors.
All right, fight's on.
We're at 0.
So you've got Page, and you would say by decision probably, if you were to guess.
By decision.
And I'll say Gary by decision. So we think it's a decision. That's where we've landed on.
It's kind of odd. There's that card in England in like 3 weeks. This fight would make more sense there, wouldn't it?
Sure it would. UFC's scrambling though. They're just putting fights together as they go.
What do you think of the hands down style? Do you like that, or you think
I think it's fine, and especially like to start the fight, maybe as you know what I mean. Wait to see what he wants. He wants Gary to engage with him, right? He wants the counter, so it makes sense. He's fought this way his whole career. He's never going to change. He's
kind of one of a kind, man. Honestly, he's very unique. I still want to see him fight Wonder. I think the winner of this fight could fight Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. By the way, I think that would make sense.
So Wonderboy, I don't think verbatim, but essentially said like, "Come on, guys!" Like,
he thought it'd be a boring fight.
Yeah. Essentially, he's like, we both fight the same style. Like, we both be standing there waiting for the other guy to throw the first punch. So,
Gary get takedown.
Gary with the takedown. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. We saw Kevin Holland get on top of Page a couple times, and Page was able to get back up. It's early here in round one.
Definitely Page's weakness. I mean, we can all agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of like, it wasn't like a decisive takedown. Like,
caught his leg,
but he caught the timing of it. Yeah.
He's got those ankle wraps on too, which is kind of interesting. Some commissions cut that stuff off.
Yeah.
This is huge for Ian Gary though. Especially with Damian Maia in his corner. Maybe he wants to get over to the part where Maia is.
Exit, are you watching the fights tonight, or are you just chilling out with us? He says he has Max as well, and he wouldn't look down on Sugar. He's the sniper. Yeah, he's proven me wrong so far. But he hasn't fought anybody as tough.
He's going for the back.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get
got
it.
one hook, but he's not against the fence. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Ian Machado, Gary.
DNA says Poetan is not 100%. This fight happened very fast for him. I'm sorry for my writing. All good, DNA. We're here for you. We can do a bit of translating.
He's got a body lock, or he's got the He's got the hooks. Yeah. Guys. Now he's got the body lock.
Body triangle, yeah.
Yeah.
Paige is
Paige is in trouble here, guys.
Paige isn't struggling.
Yeah, but they're so dry.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
It's pretty deep.
I think he's okay.
There's a little bit of space, but not much.
Uh-oh.
He's lucky it's against the fence. That's the only thing saving.
Oh, now it's tight.
He's
no. Oh,
that's probably it.
Probably. Oh, he gets out.
Readjust. And this is the thing. Like, a lot of people were saying Gary would submit him, and it's not really his game, right? This is smart though.
Palm to palm switches grips. I don't know if he's got him.
Good defense, man.
He's out. Impressive.
He's definitely worked on his ground game over the years, no doubt about it. You know, these guys they're drilling jiu-jitsu and wrestling every single day.
Well, like, I might be wrong here, but Paul Daly fought Michael Page, right? And didn't Paul Daly take him down a couple times?
Again, I know Sorley did.
Yeah.
Lima might have too.
Because that was a 5-round fight against Paul Daly, which Page won. But I thought.
Oh, that was a close fight, right?
I thought it was closer.
Was it split or was it unanimous?
Unanimous, yeah.
I think it was close too. Yeah, I remember that one. A lot of these Bellator fights, kind of like I don't have the same.
Sure, yeah. You're much better than I am.
Yeah, but like again, you know, I
1 minute left here in round one, folks.
So many fights over the years. Gary clearly was winning this round.
Yeah. That's not a question.
Page,
but Page is surviving.
If he can survive this, he'll be in okay shape, but. Obviously, somebody picked him here. I don't love this. It's not a great start. This could be my first L of the night, guys. Ain't no so far. It's kind of due for an L, but who knows, man? I'll go 13-0. That'd be sick.
That would be awesome. Very good.
Myself to a Big Mac on the way home.
Live 13-0. Live lines minus 550 for Gary.
Yeah, that makes
350 for.
But again, that's only one round too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, it's already dropped down. Minus 450 plus 300.
Maybe some people are hitting Page right now.
Sure. All right. Page will be fighting a bit more aggressive, right, to start round 2, which I assume is going to happen. 10 seconds left in round 1, because he's obviously down around. He knows he's down around. It wasn't like it was a close round where there's any kind of discrepancy between it.
What happened there?
Nothing. I don't think.
Yeah.
Just like. So yeah,
he held it a bit longer.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So Page knows he's down around. So he's got to be the aggressor here.
Yeah.
Page also, although being, I wouldn't say he was wearing Gary a little bit in round 1 there. I think still standing, no cardio issues, not breathing heavy. Gary also not breathing heavy. There wasn't much of a round there.
Yeah, Page. I think he threw a kick where they got caught, right? It wasn't like Gary shot like a double leg or something, but he was opportunistic, and that's how you win in the sport. And I would say Gary has a pretty high fight IQ. I've always thought that about him. He's got one round in the bag now. He knows that. And again, he's got a lot to lose in his career too. You know what I mean? Like, he could be a potential guy fighting for the belt as well. He's 7-0 in the UFC, right? He's young.
Yeah.
He's 26, they said. So
still has to work his way a little bit. But
that's what I was saying. Like, Jeff Neal I think Jeff Neal's top 10 and he beat him. But again, it wasn't that impressive. So he kind of gets a step down. We'll see what happens. I mean, this
round 2,
still
456, 455 in round 2 here, folks.
That's why we fight 3 rounds or 5, right? Remember that Steve Ursig fight?
Yeah.
Page landed. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not over yet.
Didn't seem to strike him too bad. He wore his head a bit. He wobbled him a little bit.
He got recovered quick. Are you sure he's not?
And he's almost fighting with his hands down a little bit.
Yeah.
Now. If I'm Page, I avoid throwing some kicks here and just work on the boxing a little bit.
Or go for that flying knee, knocked out Cyborg with.
Oh God!
Cracked the guy's skull in half.
Jeez.
They rolled the Pokemon ball at him.
That's so sad.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, well, he didn't know he broke his skull at the time, though.
That was crazy.
Literally
was
broke his skull.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Brutal finishes of all time. Yeah.
Oh,
dude, he
Gary seems a little confused, man. He doesn't know where things are coming from.
Yeah, the stand-up is not in his favor.
I don't know if Gary's gonna shoot though either. He's not much of a wrestler. We'll see, man.
My read of the fight was that Page would be the better striker. So
sure.
I think that was a decent read so far. But again, I didn't think that Gary would take him down. But he threw a blind kick, right?
He's just Gary outside of range.
A little confused, doesn't he?
Yeah, not throwing anything really in this opening minute and a half of the round here. Threw a leg kick, got blocked by Page.
Page is the faster fighter, right? Would you say?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah.
He's super athletic, man. Oh, that
nice
kick was pretty good too.
Yeah, nice leg kick by Page. Gary threw a couple punches back. Nothing really landed.
Did Kevin Hall win the first round and they fought, or was it the second? I can't remember.
I forget.
I think it was 1-1 heading in the third, though, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, he had that back control too, so
man,
that's great.
I lost some money on that fight.
Page
swings wildly, gets caught in a body lock by
though.
Gary. Got to escape here, use some underhooks. The crowd not happy here. The fight up against the cage. Gary trying to lift him up. No luck so far.
He's gonna have to catch a kick again.
Well, Page still got us to get out of this body lock. Gary has the hands clinched around Page's back. And I mean, if Gary holds him here, he'll probably win the round too, right?
I mean, I think Page did enough damage so far. He's winning the round, but there's still 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, it's a lot long.
That's a lot of time. I also feel like the ref would break it up if it's going to stay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's working, throwing knees, right? Who's the ref? Is it Mark Smith? I think it's Mark Smith.
Looked like Mark Smith, yeah.
He's kind of one of the refs, I think, that tends to throw warnings out a little bit, but there's a lot of warnings in who's holding the cage. Oh, they're saying Gary's holding the cage.
Yeah. I mean, it is Page's corner that's saying that, but
yeah.
So who knows?
Like, to me, like, this isn't scoring points at all, really, for either guy.
I was right about it being boring so far. I mean, there's been a couple interesting moments, but I mean, I'm not happy that it's boring though.
No.
oh, he dropped for a leg lock. That's a mistake. That's a mistake.
That's risky.
Even he might get it here, but don't grab the fence there, Page.
I mean, this is, dude. I mean, I think Page.
He's got the leg locked above the kneecap.
Oh, that was a mistake. Now Gary can roll over.
Could be slippery. Yeah. Page pulling at the knee
he just needs to get
Gary.
Top control here. If I'm Gary, I wouldn't even bother with the submission. Go for top control. You have to do a quick.
That heel's tucked under the armpit. Oh, but Page gets out of it. Gary shoots. They're both back in the center of octagon. 1 minute left.
It's 1-1, right?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Still a minute. I just don't think Gary's done any damage in this round at all.
That 2 minutes of control time. We'll see how that. Wait. Oh,
another
Page lands a couple of shots.
Ian looks like shook here.
Almost a little tired, maybe, or
I mean,
super
again,
tentative.
On his game, like, come on, tell me I got the Page pick right.
Oh, maybe.
It's looking okay. I mean, it's still close, but
Gary does not want to throw punches, though.
Yeah,
he is.
I would say
scared.
I think it's tied.
He is scared, is what he is.
Oh,
there's that jumping knee you asked for.
Ian hasn't done
Come on,
anything.
Page. Oh, nice right hand by Page. I think it is going to be a Page round here. 5 seconds left in round 2.
You got to be careful.
We'll see what the odds are here.
19-19. I think it's
minus 125 Page, minus 105 Gary. If you think Page is gonna win this one, he had I think decisive round 2 there after decisive round 1 for Gary.
I mean, I think Page is the momentum though, right now.
Yeah, and Gary looks gun shy. Gary doesn't look like he knows what to do. But I mean, one takedown, and I think it could be the fight too. So I think it's a very interesting round 3 coming up. Page shaking out his arms a little bit.
I think guys that were more shop-worn would have been knocked out from those punches. Is it this one? I don't know if it's that one, the one at the end of the round, because Gary doesn't really
This one here, yeah.
This one.
Oh, just a little on the tip of the chin, maybe.
Bro, that was.
Yeah, who knows, man? I mean, not a lot of damage there, but obviously the more significant events in that round were to Michael Page as we just get ready for round 3 here in a second.
Oh, he caught him there. Page is landing some big shots, guys. Even Gary's confused as hell right now.
Yeah.
He's still got a chance, though. I mean, obviously, he's got to get a takedown, though. I mean.
Oh. Odds are even right now.
Which makes sense, right? 1-1. It's clear 1-1, I would say, too.
I think so, too, yeah.
He's taking his fingers out. Yeah, he warned him.
What a shit attempt at a head kick that was.
Terrible. He just kind of went away from his game. You know, he went to that camp with all the grapplers. It's always good to learn. Not saying that's. Oh,
I don't know what happened there, but Page ends up on top.
You got clipped.
I didn't.
Oh man,
I didn't see what happened there. Page is on top though.
Page is in great shape here, guys.
Ian might try to look for a submission here. He's got body triangle from the bottom.
He might just look for a stand-up. I don't know. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble.
Throwing some elbows from the bottom.
He was such a popular bet this week. He's in big trouble.
Well, I mean, nothing's really happening.
I know, but
if it stays here, it's the Page.
Time's running out.
Yeah, 3 minutes 20 seconds left.
No judge is going to give us to Gary like this. You just have to hope for a stand-up. Okay. I mean, if he does that, you can win off his back. It's so hard for guys to win off their back.
Yeah, I mean, but Page hasn't thrown one strike yet. Really.
I think at the beginning of the round he did, but not since he took him down. Again, though, if you're a judge, you're looking at this. It doesn't look good, you know.
Yeah.
But you should.
Oh, he's got that arm tucked a little bit.
Was he going for a triangle armbar or something?
No, just like a regular armbar, I thought. But yeah. Oh, he opens the guard, meaning he's probably going to try to go for a submission too.
He's trying to be like Damian Maia. He's not. He's not Charles Oliveira, guys. This is not good for Gary. This is great for Page, man.
He looks like he's trying to shrimp out to the side. Oh, Page lets him up.
I mean, this is such a bad visual. Gary's got to do something if he wants to win.
2:20 left in round 3. They're both back up. Ooh, huge overhand misses by Page.
Gary's just so gun shy in this fight. It's crazy. Terrible. I think just pretty.
It looks like Page wants to spin. Nice jab by Page.
I don't know what Ian's doing, dude.
Oh, shooting a takedown. Got a body lock again.
Has to get it.
He trips him, but he doesn't have. Oh, gets the back a little bit.
This. Oh, okay. Wow. Imagine he gets it. He wins this fight here.
It's possible.
Oh, got the backpack. This is Damian Maia's special, man. Remember he fought John Fitch? He did this for like 15 minutes. This is the Damian Maia special right here. Well, I mean, this is good for him.
You can shake him off over the top, maybe. Gary on the back here.
This is interesting. Now it becomes an interesting fight to judge, too.
Call it a draw.
It could be. I mean, it's not like, is there a guy that really, really, truly won this fight? Not really. But
the fans sure didn't.
They always tell, yeah, I knew it wouldn't be exciting. I mean, we both called that. But they're not going to give this 10-10, you know? He's got to do some punches or go for the choke. He's got a minute left. I don't know, man. This is a weird fight.
And again, sometimes you see judges think the last thing they saw, you know, Gary threw some elbows from the bottom. Page didn't really throw anything when he had top control.
I think Page is favored now live, right?
I'm not looking.
Oh, don't want to spoil yourself, right?
Yeah.
I think we're a little. The books are ahead of us.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
They take it down early.
40 seconds left.
I mean, this is kind of a close fight at the end, right? Like,
yeah. Again, what's the judge going to remember though? Gary's on top, has control at the end of the round. Gary throwing some things.
It's a tough fight to judge, man.
Very tough. I wait till the end of the round, but I'm leaning Gary at the moment. And not just because I bet on it. Fans unhappy. Ten seconds.
I guess Gary.
I don't know, man. Wasn't great. But again, that's what happens when you fight Michael Page. It's tough to look good against Michael Page.
I don't know.
I feel like they could fight in a few weeks again, though. Maybe they can rebook it for the
yeah.
Not that you'd want it. Not maybe you don't want to see it again in 3 weeks.
No.
But yeah. I don't know. I'm leaning Gary. You're on the fence still?
This is a weird fucking fight to judge, man. You think it's gonna be split? I would say split. You know, Gary probably edged out though with that back control.
Yeah.
It's just again, it's tough. Either guy did much damage.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see in a few seconds.
I don't hate the plus 170 though. Honestly, like the pick, like the pre-fight odds. I don't hate them, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
they're cool. Now they're cool.
You saw some videos midweek, I think.
Yeah,
with him and the baby.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool. They gotta sell the fight, right? You're not gonna be like, oh, this guy my best friend.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of respect there, obviously. I think it's gonna be split. I think Gary wins a split. Look at Bruce's reading the cards. Bruce is wrote something down.
Bruce doesn't know what's up, man.
Gary by split decisions by pick, but I'm hoping Page gets it, guys. I'm hoping. Go on, give me that plus 170. Let's go. But he pulled that. He's gonna have to credit Damian Maia if he gets this win, because like that was the Maia special, the backpack. Split for sure. Oh,
29-28.
Gary.
I'd say Gary too. Undefeated. Yeah. Ian Gary. Again, though, you thinking somebody, again, tough stylistic matchup here, but that did not make me think that Ian Gary is the future.
Do you think Page kind of blew the fight too? Because I think he had it. If he stayed in that top control,
maybe. That's worth thinking about. It's a couple wins in the old Shawn column, though. I'll take that.
Nice job, Shawn. You had him by decision, right?
Yeah.
Good pick.
He wants people to attack that lead leg with the calf stick so he can blitz through them. For me, it was patience. Patience was the key to victory today. I'm working with one of the greatest grapplers the UFC's ever seen on the planet. Today was patience. I wanted to go in there that first and I had to really make the choke so thin. Just ended it well. The second round, I rolled into that heel hook. He did a great game plan today. Round of applause for MVP. Tonight was an awesome fight. And I just want to let everybody know.
Tonight was an awesome fight, says Gary. I don't know.
Maybe you guys bell rung. That's the thing. Like the bigger damage was done throughout the fight by Page, but again, it's all round by.
He's not wearing it though either, right?
Not really. No.
So that's tough.
I'm fine with the decision. Like I don't think it was bad. But again, I don't. Was he? Do you think he paid off the minus 200? I guess he won. So, but do you think it should have been a little closer than that?
Yeah. I mean, judging how the fight shook out, yeah. But again, like that's why odds makers do what they do, right? I mean, they don't want you cashing in on Gary at minus 140, minus 130 when they can, he wins at minus 200, and you still look
big win for Page.
I hope you get some tweets up. I don't know. I think you're shut out last.
I had I think 1 or 2 in the prelims.
Okay, nice.
Which was cool. Just reading what the people are saying. Dustin Jacoby. Okay. Everyone's kind of going with Gary. I think he did edge it out, but it just if Page had won, would you have been like, oh, that's a robbery?
No.
You would have thought it was the wrong decision.
Yeah, I would have
fair.
thought it was the wrong call.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, but hey, I mean, we move on. You know, it's Macy Chiasson against Bueno Silva next. Donald Trump Jr.
Shogun.
I told you.
So he's got a fight coming up, I think, too. Oh, here we go. Faber. One of my all-time favorites. Still looks good, man. How old is he? He's probably like late 40s now? 45.
Yeah, I'd say. I was gonna say mid 40s. Yeah.
Back in the day, remember that Faber Aldo? That was a huge event. It was like one of the first like non-UFC pay-per-views.
Snack time. Exit says MVP should fight KSI. They have the same style. Weird karate jumping.
All right, so we got the women's fight coming up.
Yeah, we're up. We're both on Chiasson next. Yeah.
I don't love this fight either. I think this could be also be a boring fight. What do you think? Oh, is this the sphere?
Must be.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Yeah, Riyadh season Noche UFC. Oh, that looks so cool. There it is. Day after my birthday. Here we go. That's gonna be cool, man. I'd love to be there for that one.
I wonder how they.
I know. I was thinking that too. I guess on the floor.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the dimensions of the building, but
Oh, here we go. Contender Series.
great.
You watch it?
No.
Oh, I love it.
No.
I love it. Was it Tuesday nights? Yeah, I love it. The thing about Contender is it's fast. You know, there's no like commercials, so it's just you get through 5 fights in 2 hours. It's not like I'm doing something crazy on Tuesday nights usually. So for me, it's cool. And you never know. Like, there's been a few champs that came off it. Sean O'Malley, Jamal Hill. So you never know. Oh, it's gonna be a good fight, man. Imagine staring that guy down with that war paint on his face. Like, that's scary stuff.
Erie's crazier than
dude,
Pereira
for sure.
is, though. Oh,
Henry Cejudo's on Twitter. He thinks that MVP won the fight,
sure.
which is interesting because he's a grappler.
Yeah, but how often is Henry Cejudo right about anything? I like that guy as a fighter, but
He was a really good fighter. You know, he kind of screwed his career up a little bit because he was a champ and he gave his belt
double
back.
champ. Yeah.
He gave his belt back to. Oh, it's hard to say because he wanted to start a family, and I respect that. But I mean, dude, like he probably lost on so much money. So I'm leaning Chiasson because the size. She's a big girl, dude. She used to obviously fight at 45. She looked great in her last fight. Here she is. I actually liked her on Contender a few years ago, or not Contender, Ultimate Fighter. She won the Ultimate Fighter. I was a big fan of her then. She had some bad fights with the UFC. I was kind of on the not so high on her anymore, but
have you watched this season of?
I'm watching a little bit. I saw that crazy like 10-second knockout. I don't know if you saw there 2 weeks ago, maybe 10 seconds. I missed this week. I'll have to go back and watch it. But to be honest, I just go and skip to the fight. I don't even bother watching the stuff in the house. I don't care about it enough.
Right. I keep up with the fight cards, but
yeah, no, it's a lot. I mean,
even
I
some of
didn't
the
watch
like
this week's yet, so
even some of like the lesser fight cards, I don't even bother watching anymore. Like, it's tough.
let me ask you a question. She got that win over Holly Holm overturned due to Adderall. You consider that a true PED or no?
I mean, it enhances focus.
Yeah. Remember, was the guy Chris Davis in baseball? I think he was on it too. And once he stopped using it, he went from like a 60 home run guy to like a nobody.
Crush Davis, man.
Yeah, he was great, and then he became a scrub. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know if she's allowed to use it at all, or if she's got a TUE for it now. But the last fight was so bad with Pennington. That fight stunk the joint up in at Scotiabank Arena. It was so bad.
Exit says, this is why I like boxing. I just can't with these 3-round fights where it's just on the ground, up against the cage.
Last fight was boring. We'll give you that.
Yeah.
I mean, even MMA fans, you can't say that was an exciting fight. But I gotta tell the guy who just said that this fight might be the same way, dude. I wouldn't be surprised.
I see a lot of clinching in this. Yeah.
I think so.
I just wish there wasn't as much corruption in boxing. But
one of 7 active Louisiana-born fighters.
And I'm glad too. Like, one thing that for years and years and years and years, UFC did better than boxing was, having some of the best fighters fight the best fighters. For years, boxers would avoid the best fighters because they didn't want to get that loss on their record, chasing a, Floyd Mayweather like streak of undefeated and fighting cans. And
I will say,
I think it's getting away from that now
because of the money. The guys in Saudi Arabia, and obviously they have the UFC card. They have so much money, and they're sponsoring the Noche event. Think about that. Those guys have so much money right now, man, and they're going all in on boxing. And man, I love it. As a fan, you have to love it. Like, we got those Nagano fights with Fury and Joshua. We would never had those fights. We wouldn't have had Usyk and Fury. Those fights wouldn't have happened. Like, they would have avoided each other. They don't want to lose, right?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I got 4 Oreos.
I really like her coach, Saif Saeed from Fortis MMA.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the better coaches in MMA.
Yeah, he's an up and coming guy too. Like, more established now than like a year or two ago. But
yeah, I was talking to someone earlier. What was Michelle Watterson? We were talking about how, because I don't know if you saw that fight earlier, but so Watterson was getting dominated by Robertson. And then in the 3rd round, Mike Winklejohn
said shoot the takedown or something.
Yeah, he said go for a takedown when she's getting destroyed on the ground. It made no sense. And
maybe just didn't want to see her take any more damage.
You think so?
Maybe.
She retired.
Her last fight, right? Yeah. She was going to retire, win or lose, right?
But I was going to say, like, bro, 10, 12 years ago, that was literally the best camp in MMA. Yeah, John Jones, Rashad Evans, all these guys. Keith Jardine, Diego Sanchez, Donald Cerrone. It was the best camp in MMA. And now I was talking to someone about them, like, who's the best guy from there right now? It's like Holly Holm, Steve Garcia.
I don't even know who fights there anymore.
Jones, I guess. I don't know if Jones is even really there full time anymore, but
great question. Jones has been too out of it.
No, it is too bad though that we're not going to see Chandler fight tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been. I mean,
that's too bad. That would have been.
There's a lot of intrigue with that fight.
Yeah, I just don't think it happens anymore, man. And if you're Chandler, like, what do? Like, do you just move on? You keep waiting.
He says he's content on waiting. It looks like, but you saw an interview with Dana the other day, right? It was like,
yeah, it's up to him or something.
No, I think the Robbie Barstool guy asked him, like, hey, when we can expect to see Conor back, and he like listed off July, August, September, October, and Dana said none of the above or something like that. So it's a long time to wait for somebody who's already waited a long time. But we'll see. I think what Dana pays his fighters are so bad, though. That's why everyone switched to boxing. Also, I hope Jake Paul gets knocked out, even though I think he wins off points because he does 8 rounds. I'll take Mike Perry. I'll see what the odds are saying, and I'll take Mike Perry. And yeah, in comparison, Dana, pays his fighters a lot less. It's tough to get into all that stuff, with all, who knows, your lower card guys are making 12,000 or whatever. It's tough. Myra Bueno Silva coming out for here. Chase on waiting in the cage already. All right. Adam and I are both on Chase on in this fight. If you would like to tail with us, you can do so at Sports Interaction, where the lines are, it's -110, -110. So you have to pick them. Pick your fighter. 6-inch reach, 5.5-inch reach for Macy Chiasson. 5 inches of height. She's coming down from 145. I think she's stronger. We'll see. We'll cross our fingers and hope for the best.
I just think she uses her size, presses up Bueno against the cage. get some takedowns, control time against the fence. Again, I don't think it's going to be that exciting of a fight. And when I was looking at the card, I was like, man, they should have put Cub Swanson, Andre Fili on the main card.
Yeah.
You know? Or
like more like well-known fighters, or even
that Peyton Talbot guy. Just how about he could have opened the card?
Pfeiffer,
or even Joe Pfeiffer could have been on the main card. Yeah, actually, I think that fight was originally when the last time we were here.
Yeah,
that card completely changed though. Completely different.
Exit says Myra by sub. I looked at that. Probably. It's her path to victory. It was like at plus 300 earlier today, and I looked at it and I was like, I think it really only really in a round one scenario, maybe when they're dry. But again, she has to deal with the size of Chason.
There's her girlfriend, Gloria DePaula. She used to fight in the UFC. She wasn't too great. I think she went like 1-3 or something. There we go.
Team Brazil. I wonder if my DNA is still watching. We're Team Brazil tonight. Although we're against her. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say Tyone, the ref.
Oh God.
Dude, that Payne Talbot fight should have been stopped as soon as he fell to the ground.
Well, I'm not that mad about it.
Oh, he was done. All right. Hopefully it's a better fight than I expect. Here we go. All right. Again, Macy's big for this division, man. Big girl. I think she's pretty good. She beat Norma Dumont, who's actually like a really good fighter.
Yeah.
Nice win to have.
Yeah. And again, Norma's big at 145 huge. As well.
Big Norm, they call her, right?
Oh.
Ooh. Swinging for the fences, eh?
Nice elbow by nasty. Silva. Yeah.
A few years ago, Chasson fought Irene Aldana, who's one of the better fighters.
Yeah.
And she was winning the whole fight, dominating 2 rounds, and then got like kicked from the ground to the liver.
Oh, like the body kick.
That was insane, right? I've never even seen that before.
Yeah.
So I remember actually had bet on Aldana. I was like, oh shit, this is not good. And then she lands this nasty kick from the bottom. It's crazy. I'm a big Aldana fan. I think she's one of the better fighters in the division. Let's be honest, this division is, it's not great right now.
Yeah, it needs a bit of a shaking up, Yeah, it's a bit top heavy, I get
Amanda Nunes back.
Yeah, she ain't coming back, especially not at 135.
They got rid of 145, which had like 2 fighters in it.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what Kayla Harrison will do next.
Yeah, she was there. She's teammates with Bueno Silva, American Top Team.
Yeah.
Which again, amazing camp. Nice kick. Oh, Chason's got a grappler, man. She can't stand there at range.
Elbow, nice. Up elbow by Silva.
Silva is looking pretty good so far. But the one thing about her is she does kind of get tired as the fight goes on.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens here.
It's Pennington, and she got really tired. And this is what Chasson needs to do.
A little clinch game, yeah. Uppercut.
That was a nice uppercut. Heavy uppercut. She took 2 years off, and she came back and looked really good in her last fight. Oh my God.
Ate some toes there. Ate some toes. Chason smiles about it. Nice spin back.
Smile. They connected.
Yeah, just some toes, though. Not if that catches the heel, she's down.
Probably, yeah.
Even catches some of the foot, she's down.
Yep.
My Macy's coach giving out 7 different things of information.
Got checked it.
Oh, nice left hand by the Chason. But
yeah, doing a little better now. There we go. She's got to get off first. Nice. Oh, man.
It's a nice body work there.
She's got power, dude. Oh.
Nice combo here by Myra Bueno Silva. Oh, Chason fights the takedown. I don't know why are you doing that takedown if you're Bueno Silva, just keep punching her in the face. Yeah. It's weird to root for women violence on camera, but here we are, it's a sport. It's fine.
Yeah, I love it. Man, Silva's looking good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that would definitely
nice uppercut there by Chason.
Strong in the first round.
Nice uppercut by Silva. There,
she's landing some really good strikes. Elbows, punches the body, knees. Oh, nice.
Chason coming back a little
Very
bit.
Very nice.
Bloody nose of
this fight's better than I thought already.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Oh, look at his body work. Doesn't seem to be bothering Chason very much.
Oh,
she tried to drop guard there. Oh, some good knees there by.
She's just such a big girl. Like, it's really hard to get her down.
Nice uppercut.
That was
Again.
nice too.
Nice knees by Bueno Silva.
Oh, nice. Oh, dude, she hurt her to the body there. She hurt her.
She's slowing down a bit here.
She hurt her to the body. Oh, wow, this fight's really good.
This could be fight of the night here.
Wow.
I didn't see some fights on the undercard. Anything stand out to you as fight of the night caliber, or was it
On the fight on the undercard?
Yeah,
Not really.
Yeah, a few decisions on the early prelims, right? And then a couple of quick finishes on the regular prelim. Oh,
We had some good knockouts.
Chason had some good clinch work there. I don't think Bueno Silva can keep this pace. Oh,
man, these ladies are throwing down, eh?
35 seconds left in round 1, folks. Anybody's round. I lean Bueno Silva at the moment.
Yeah, she landed like more strikes, especially in the beginning, but she's slowing down, right?
A little bit.
Macy looked really good.
This might be a good live betting opportunity, folks. If you think Macy Chason, I'll look into that maybe.
I think Silva's favored right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? You want to get in on Silva or Chason as the underdog.
100%. Well, it's maybe, eh?
Round 1 is over, folks. If you look at the live odds at Sports Interaction, Macy Chason's a plus 250 underdog. I'll bet on that. That's a live bet for me.
Shot at it too. Odds are good right now. It's going down even a little bit now.
Yeah, people probably saw what we saw.
Right here, you see Myra Silva with a beautiful knee to the body, then a nice elbow right over the top, spinning heel kick, catch a chasson, then a nice right hand. That was the best strike in the round by Myra Silva. What a good round by her.
See how it shakes out. Sorry if it went a little quiet there. We're both trying to put our bets in. Struggling.
Jason's favorite now.
See, we obviously we're a few seconds behind, but crazy to me that Chason would jump to that big of a favorite. Something big must happen here. Oh. Couple nice elbows from the bottom by Bueno Silva, trying to pull down on a triangle. Again, if you're getting triangled in 2024, there's some bigger issues at play. You can get armbarred. That's fine.
Oh, she's in. That's bad.
You see that skull open up on PFL on Friday?
Yeah,
that was nasty. Yeah. Oh, nice elbow from the bottom by Silva.
She's looking real good here, guys. The cut's bad.
Not leaking into the face yet, but Bueno Silva going armbar here. Exit could be right here. Chason's pressed down on it.
Yep.
Not letting Bueno Silva extend. It's interesting. Why let it go there? Maybe the energy and the.
What was it? It was an elbow, right? Yeah. Oh, that's legal. Speaking of elbow, the PFL, you can't even throw elbows. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Bueno Silva just taking a break here.
I don't know.
Well, Macy Chason kicks at her legs.
She's getting the crap beat out of her here. Would you have let her up there? I wouldn't even let her up.
It's tough because Bueno Silva had her in an armbar situation.
Yeah.
And Bueno Silva just looks tired.
Yeah, doctor's checking it. I knew it. It's a bad cut. It's pretty bad.
I think it's
in a bad spot. Yeah.
I don't like this if I'm Chason though, because now like Bueno Silva's getting a bit more of a rest, right?
It's gonna be stopped, man.
Ooh, you're
Fight's
right.
over, dude. Fight's over.
Ooh.
They have to stop it. She wants to fight, though. She wants to fight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though, right? But I mean, like, it's up.
It's
Why
up
is
to
the
you.
doctor
Fuck
saying
off.
it's up to the ref?
This doctor
That's why the
sucks.
ref calls in
He's
the
gonna stop the
doctor.
fight. He's gonna end it. Oh,
Damn. All right, chase on though. We gave it to you live, folks. Plus 250.
I wouldn't mind a rematch though. Would you like that?
Sure, yeah. In 6 months when that
Yeah.
cut's healed.
Wow.
Yeah, stop bleeding on the front row there.
Yeah.
It's not really going into. It wasn't going into the eyes a bit. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know how much of her skull was showing. So
Well, we got the pick right. Let's go.
yeah, we did.
Ring the bell.
It's up there somewhere, I think.
Oh, okay. We got it, guys. There we go. All right. What am I? 9-1 so far on my picks tonight. 1-1 on the main card. I'll take it. That was wild. That was a good fight too. Honestly, it was fun. Yeah, the live odds after round 1. I hope you guys got in on that. We were all over that one.
You can see impact and hit at the right angle to cut. Right? It's not just landing with impact.
It's a bad cut though, bro. I'm looking at the pictures right now. It's so bad.
Yeah.
That was a good fight so far. I would say it's one of the better fights on the card.
Yeah, that's gross.
I don't like how the doctor was like unsure though.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. It's up to you.
I didn't like that at all.
That's why the doctor's called in, you know? Exit's not a big fan of women's fighting. Not because I mean I maybe asking, maybe he doesn't like seeing the women's violence, or maybe doesn't think it's entertaining. But that was an entertaining fight.
That was a good fight.
I'll wait for him to respond. But
I thought that was a really good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 58 seconds of round number 2 on the doctor's advice, referee Chris Pereira has called a
doctor's advice.
declaring the winner by TKO.
These fighters are built different though, man. I mean, like a spear, you would be like, oh fuck this. This girl's like, I want to keep fighting. They should do a rematch though. I'd like to see it. Again, it's gonna take a while. That cut the hole up though. She just hugged her, all the blood went in her face. She's rubbing it in her face. I love it.
She's one of the best people I've had an hour in this cage with and fighting in my career. And I just feel like I was so prepared for this fight in every single aspect.
Well, credit to you for wanting to continue the challenge, but let's take a look at the big elbow that caused that cut, because it was perfectly placed. You were in the guard, you postured up, and just any cleaner than that.
Well, I'm 3-0 tonight so far.
Nice job. Good job, man.
We trained endlessly for this fight. I've been training for 2 years straight, not knowing if I was going to fight again. And I just kept my head down and just...
You have to Lize next?
Yeah.
That's the key to this. Doing this in and out every single day. I live for this. This is my life. I dedicate my entire life.
This is a
I hope
big
Smith
win
wins,
for-
though. I like
Sorry.
Smith. I like Smith. I hope he wins.
Smith? Yeah. I was gonna say though, this is a big win for Chasson. She just beat, I think, the last title contender.
Number 3.
Number
ranked,
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's huge for her. Yeah, they just said, of course they say it right after. Oh wow, by knockout. Wow. Well, I wouldn't have expected that, to be honest. I had the fight going the distance, so.
All right.
There he is, Taylor Luan. Yeah. You got the hair transplant too. I love him so much. He showed up at least. There's grass over beside him. Yeah. Bell's still wrong.
Maybe.
There he is.
Lionheart, Chris Jericho. No, sorry.
Sorry. Did you have decision or knockout for this one?
I have the leads and I have under 2.5 rounds just
You
in
think
general.
finish, eh?
Yeah.
Again, we talked.
I didn't want.
Right?
I thought either fighter could finish, so I didn't want to put the leads. And again, I think both guys are susceptible to the knockout and submission,
Right.
so I didn't want to pick anything specific. I just think it ends under 2.5 rounds.
I understand.
I'm gonna tweet out the old stream again here. Takes on.
This next pay-per-view. Here we go. 2 rematches. One fight was a no contest, and the other fight was a leg injury. Oof. Man, Tom Aspinall's a monster, though. He's such a beast.
Here we go. Got the stream out. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you're
Aspinall against
yeah, the next they're just showing the
when is that? I should look that up. I got some vacation coming up.
Nice.
July 27th.
Oh, it's later. Okay.
I hope Bobby Green beats the shit out of Paddy Pimblett.
I think he should. I think he's favored too. I think he should win that fight. Not a huge Paddy Pimblett fan either.
I don't know. Oh, nice.
That's a great card.
That's a great card.
Yeah.
Not the most name value, but they're making another interim belt, eh?
Yep.
Ridiculous. Jones should be ready when? November?
Yep.
Stipe, is he still they gonna bust him out of the old folks home for that one or what?
Stipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I was kind of looking forward to well, this fight's like the 4th fight because originally it was Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree.
Yeah.
Then it was Jamal Hill versus Carlos Alberg. Then it was Carlos Alberg versus Anthony Smith, and now it's Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze. Pretty crazy how we ended up at this.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. Aspinall's going to piece him up, though. Aspinall in round 1. Yeah, I think Aspinall wins within a round.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I think Leon Edwards wins, too.
Yeah.
I'll take Bobby Green. I like Arnold Allen a lot, but he's a bit boring too.
Not that we didn't know this, but the scorecards for the last fight came in, and Bueno Silva won the first round in all three.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it says the referee stopped the contest and advised the ringside physician. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I would agree with that, man. Who knows what happened there? We got Doleeds against Anthony Smith coming up next. Light heavyweight bout. Like, what would happen if, say, you know, if like Yuri backed out tonight, would they have had Anthony Smith go up and fight?
That's the thing I was thinking about too. Yeah, because Yuri was like the last guy to weigh in yesterday too, which I thought was weird. I was like, shit, who's Roman Doleeds is gonna get the title shot?
Yeah, moving up in weight class and moving up to fight. No, that wouldn't happen. Anthony Smith, they would have given it to Smith or just like called somebody else. But yeah, I mean, this fight's interesting. Like I said, I expect both these guys are finishers. Both these guys are capable of being finished.
Yeah, I was looking at Smith's record right now. I mean, 38 wins, 35 stoppages.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Doleeds is pretty tough though, you know.
Wasn't it? He went to decision against Jones or what? Smith, I forget.
Yeah, he did. He went 5 rounds, and then there was like that illegal knee. I think he could have like been like,
he could have taken his way out. Man.
He said he didn't want to win it that way, like, which I respect, but yeah. You think? So you think he Doleeds? He probably knocks him out, eh? Oh, this is interesting.
I mean, it's an interesting fight.
It is.
Exit. Who you got for this one? Welcome to the new viewers here tonight. Let us know where you're watching from. Like, subscribe, follow. Let us know your picks for the next few fights. Those of you who don't know, Brian Ortega out of the co-main event. Dan Ige steps in on a few hours' notice for the first time. I think unprecedented. It's never happened before. I don't think we've seen a fighter step up and fight who wasn't advertised on the card on the same day, jump up and step up and fight, and especially into a co-main event.
Super weird.
It's just nuts. And we've got Doleeds at minus 145, Anthony Smith plus 120 here at Sports Interaction. Well, that's pretty cool. I got the little Twitter handle on the production's getting up there. They're going to learn a lot from WWE too, which I'm sure they both like learn from each other. But
yeah,
that's Fear Card. They'll do so many.
You're a WWE fan. I saw that. Well, you watched it. I saw the NBA guys.
Brunson
that's awesome.
Yeah,
fun.
They're just trying to do different things, trying to get people back, right? Because a lot of times, like, you know, like you got to try to lure in the casual fan as best you can. Obviously, back in the day, WWE brought in Pete Rose. They brought in, you know, Mike Tyson. They tried a lot of different things back in the day. Used to use actors. I've seen like Hugh Jackman knocked out Dolph Ziggler one night on an episode of Raw. Like, I don't know. Lots of weird shit happened in WWE. I'm glad that fight, though. I'm glad I can work that fight because I'm away the week before, I think.
Which one?
The next UFC pay-per-view, 3 or 4.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna miss the main event of Amanda Lemos against Verna Jandiroba.
That's what I'm saying. Some of these main events are terrible. Like, that's not a main event. It's a decent fight, but
wow, look at the co-main: Brad Tavares against Park Jun Young.
That's the co-main.
Steve Garcia against Choi. Yeah. That must be. That must be like in Asia somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
Oof. Some of the fights on the Namajunas card, like the undercard, is better than the main event.
Yep.
Well, here we are. Get within striking range. Yeah, probably. It's always good advice.
Yeah.
Exit says, I hope Shavkat versus Hamzat happens. That's a dream fight. I just hope that Hamzat Chimaev can come back and fight once again because
I'd love to see him.
he had so much promise. Looked like he was maybe a 2-division possible title challenger, and now he's, talking retirement. He's sick. He's got a lot going on. So who knows what's up with him? But I think Shavkat is your next welterweight champion.
Shavkat's amazing.
Yeah. Is he fighting anybody before?
Shavkat?
Yeah.
He was supposed to fight, from what I heard, Jack Della Maddalena.
Well, that's a great fight too.
But Jack's injured or something, or
Oh.
staph infection, something like that, and they're not going to do it. That was supposed to be in Perth.
Okay.
So
Shavkat 18-0.
yeah, I could see him getting a title shot just next, against the winner of that fight's in 3 weeks. So he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah. Jelly roll.
There he is.
Do you guys really think Dustin really retired? No, I don't.
So,
It'll take I could see him fighting next year. I can see him fighting next year. I just think there's too much money on the table.
yeah.
There's still too many good fights. I mean, I don't know why, but he could come back and piece up Max again if he wanted to. That's interesting. Who's going to fight for the BMF title? I don't know.
He's a long, tall guy, and he uses it very effectively. He's also got to dominate the grappling exchanges. Him speaking about being controlled by Roman Dolidze, he's got to turn that around. He's got to figure out a way to stop that.
3 fights left, guys. This is the featured bout, and then
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. They always say it. This is the featured bout of the evening. Fight before the co-main, I guess. But
Exit says he sees Poirier fighting on the November card.
I mean, Islam again. Islam wants on that card. I still think he might fight. I don't. The thing with MMA, I've been around this game for a long time. So have you, Sean. Like, how many fighters have retired and then came back? All the time. All the time.
It happens all the time.
There's very few of them that are done. Like Chuck Liddell was done, but it's like Dana's like, you're not fighting again.
Yeah. Even then, didn't he do something after, like a boxing fight or something?
Actually, he did come back and fight Tito, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't done.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It was a paychecks come. They don't want to give it up.
This is very identical. These stats are all
Habib, though, so far.
And it looks like
I mean, he
probably won't, because I think he told his father, like, I'm never gonna.
Yeah, he told his mom that
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Here he is. Yeah, Delizzi's pretty much going to have to finish him, I think, in the first round. I would think, because Smith has got pretty good cardio. We'll see though. Maybe he tries to wrestle him. I don't know.
Dolidze.
Really short notice though, 1 week's notice. It's not much. Smith. Smith's probably got a pretty good record as an underdog, if I had to guess too. He's won a few fights.
Oh yeah, who knows with that guy?
1, 2, I'm counting right now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's got maybe 6, 7, 8 wins as a dog. It's crazy. There's certain guys that people just fade, and
Yeah.
he's one of them. But he's bitten people nuts. I remember when he fought Gustafsson, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna get destroyed. Then he submitted Gustafsson. So
We got
there we go.
Dolidze minus 155 now. Smith plus 115, just about to get underway.
See what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. Adam is on Anthony Smith. I am on Dolidze, and I'm on this fight to end under 2.5 rounds as they both take the center of the octagon.
Nice kick.
Early leg kick from Dolidze.
He's a big dude, man.
And he's a big dude who cuts to 185
I don't know
somehow.
how he Smith used to fight 185 too. Crazy. But yeah, this is smart from Dolidze to get off early. Smart.
Oof.
Smart.
Don't know if he has that flexibility to get there though.
To the head?
Yeah,
I don't know either.
Anthony's a tall guy.
It's very big.
Working some leg kicks. Both guys look like they're in good shape.
Yeah.
Smith's looking a little like leaner, little, like looser.
I'd say Smith was one of the guys who came in like late on the scale yesterday, but he made it. Crazy amount of tattoos. I remember watching him fight way back in the day, like Strikeforce. Like he's been around forever, man. So many fights. That
Oh,
was a
nice
kick
leg
by Smith.
kick by Smith.
Oh,
Return by Doliz.
He's got to check them, man. He's gonna slow your movement and.
Oof, big right hand by Doliz gets blocked.
Yeah, he's got to check these kicks. There we go. There we go.
Both of them just throwing leg kicks back and forth.
There he's checking
He
it now,
checked
though.
one finally.
Yeah. Oh, they hurt him? I don't know. Didn't hit his head. They're just going toe to toe. I mean, this kind of favors Roman, I would think. He's probably got a little more power.
Oof.
I think Smith, again, probably the better cardio, better conditioning, I would imagine.
Probably the worst chin though.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? You see him get knocked out a couple times. I mean, he's pretty tough though. It's still like he gets hurt and then comes back.
Yeah,
man, he's got to check these kicks though. It's just stupid to just let him.
Nice leg kick there.
Like that one. He's gonna throw a kick again. He's gonna check it. Get ready. I called that. I freaking called that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna throw a kick now.
Smith's gonna eat a right hand is what's gonna
He's
happen.
gotta get going though, man. He's kind of waiting a little too much here.
Both of them are.
Yeah, this is a weird fight. You liked Alberg against Smith, the original fight? You would have picked Alberg?
Yeah, probably, but the line would have been too.
He was like minus 500.
Yeah, maybe not. I wouldn't have bet it, but
No, it was too much.
Alberg's got some good potential.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Doliz doesn't.
No. What is this?
I don't know. They're
I
like
don't like when they do
they're
that.
point
honestly.
fighting. It's a nice leg kick though. He's throwing a few of them.
What is Smith doing, dude? Get going.
Again, these guys are coming in on short notice.
That's just odd. Just let him. Oh, did he hit him?
No,
Off the
I
connect.
don't think so. Nice jab by Smith over the top. Misses the right hand.
Smith's probably just try to win the last minute of the round, try to steal it or something.
I mean, it's definitely up for grabs.
Yeah, it's up for grabs. I would think Roman's leading a little bit right now, but it's close.
I'd agree.
Looks like it's going to be a stand-up try.
I'd be okay with that if there's a little more action.
Oh, yeah.
Finally,
checks one. Eh? Nice.
they're both throwing just a ton of leg kicks here.
This is crazy. They're just standing in front of each other and just.
But not throwing hands, just throwing leg
no
kicks.
hands. Just a leg kick contest. There, he out of the way.
And then Doliz throws one inside.
Smith's got to do something else here, man. Luce's most a little open though. I will say that.
Oh, now there you go. Oh. Smith's okay though. I
I
think
don't know if it.
looks like a left hand.
Can't tell if Smith's
there.
hurt or not.
I don't think so. Tired, maybe.
Oh.
"30 seconds left in round one, guys. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Feel free to leave some comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Not just Exit, but I appreciate Exit chiming in. Give the tweet a like,
Have an ugly fight right now.
retweet.
Yep.
Tell all your friends. Adam and I here in the locker room all night. 2 more fights after this one. Round 1 goes to Doliz, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But not like impressive by any means. And still like a long fight, obviously. He didn't want to sit. He didn't want to sit.
Excuse me. I need an energy drink after this fight. Keep me up till 4 a.m. though.
It's a Nick sick too.
They're all telling the leads to be aggressive, telling him he's better than Smith. That may or may not be true. We'll find out. Round 2 begins.
Yeah. Both coaches should be. I mean, Smith, I guess his game plan is to tire the guy out. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
Oh, nice leg kick by Smith.
That was a good one. Who would you say is more of the finisher? Like Smith, I guess, or both?
Yeah, they're both. Both got power in their hands.
They both have power.
They
I would
throw-
say Smith. Yeah, actually, Roman's got some submissions, but Smith probably is the better subs. Smith just looks really hesitant here. I don't know why, because I think it's close.
Ooh, the leads just missed with a big right overhand right. What do you mean establish the jab? They're not even throwing jabs, let alone.
That was a good kick.
Oh,
he hurt him?
I don't know what happened. It looks like he just fell over.
I think he's okay. I don't know.
But he's in a bad position.
He's okay.
Yeah.
He's covering up. He's got to get up, and
I don't think
he's hurt either.
I
Like, I think
but...
Cormier's right.
Oh, I thought he tried to go for a submission there.
I don't think he was that hurt, honestly.
Don't do anything stupid here, Roman. Don't throw any weird knees.
Oh, geez.
The lead's going to Anthony Smith's back. No hooks.
Oh, Smith's in trouble for sure. Smith's got to stand up and do some damage. Because right now,
The lead's just sort of just laying on him. 3 minutes left in round 2. The leads doesn't really have any position, just sort of riding the back of Smith with no hooks.
I think Smith fell. I don't think he got hurt. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It looks bad though. Luis is winning the round. See, yeah, exactly. Just holding him. Don't blame him.
Oh. Come on, the leads.
Smith's got to do something. What is he doing? He's not even trying to.
He's just holding his hands.
No, I'm talking about Smith. Like,
Yeah,
he's got to get up. Yeah. Stand up, bro. You know it's easier said than done, but
He's getting powered back down.
This is not.
He's just trying to avoid damage. He's holding the arm of. He's got 2-on-1 on deletes his hands, and he's not letting go.
This is so weird. Yeah.
There they go. Knee to the body there by the leads. Yeah, it's not great for.
No.
I'd say it's probably going to be 2-0 for the leads, but that first round was close. This round is not close. Let's get a finish here.
I mean, Smith. Yeah, he's losing. That's illegal. What? Oh, is that? It was. I thought it was down. Really? I guess he. Yeah. I don't know, man. What'd you think?
Goddard didn't even blink at it. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna.
guess I was wrong. Sorry, guys. I got a little excited there. Let's see the replay.
Oh,
Here we go.
now Smith is. Oh, nice left hand by.
Smith's got 5 minutes to finish in the third round. And Delisa's going to be a little bit tired because, but not looking good for Anthony Smith right here.
Man. All right. End of round 2. Not sure why Smith didn't throw anything at the end of the round there. He's clearly tired. Yeah, breathe. The cardio's got to be an issue here for both these guys. But the leads looked a little fresher for sure.
Think there's any chance it's 1919?
Slight chance.
Yeah.
Oh, is this? More of a slip, I think, that put him down then.
Yeah. He doesn't look that tired.
Well, then fucking do something.
Yep. You got your under 2. You got 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Still got time. Smith's got to know he's down, though. Like, I hope his coaches didn't lie to him.
Yeah, he's likely down. 2 rounds.
Let's see. Yeah. He has to be.
Come on, Smith, throw a punch, man. He is tired.
Smith or Delisa?
Smith.
Yeah. This is embarrassing for Smith. I don't know what Smith's doing. This is ridiculous.
That's another thing too, right? I totally agree with Cormier. Like, yeah, I mean, like, it's great to, you make fun of your opponent a little bit, but how about you beat him up instead? You're not doing much better than he is.
This is ugly from Smith, man.
Yeah, Smith's just gassed.
Oh, that was a nice kick. Smith does not look good. Yeah, this is a bad look for Smith. Especially after that last performance where he had that huge upset. This is a bad look for him.
Again, 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
You got to give that a little bit, like, UFC's happy that they got, a fighter in here. Come on, Doleeds. Throw some punches, man. You're killing me.
45 seconds for you.
They're talking about Smith going down to middleweight or something. Is that what's happening?
He used to fight there.
Yeah.
I just think Smith looks like
he looks like smaller than Doleeds, right? And Doleeds fights at 185.
Yeah, that's not good look.
$2:45 left. There's going to be a loss in the column for me.
Oh, caught him.
Smith caught Doleeds with a right hand.
It's just not throwing. This fight's ass. This was the stinker on the main card. Who knew the Bueno Silva versus Chasson would be like the funnest fight?
Best fight. So, I mean, the next fight will be fun.
Yeah,
and the main event can't deliver something. So, this is gross. Oh,
Took too long to fight.
he's got a second win, maybe.
Well, this is also the last minute fight, right? You're seeing it here.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that extra gas.
I mean, Smith's probably winning this round, but
And again, round one was
Kinda
close, but
I don't
I
think
give
so.
it to the leads.
Fellas, you also have to understand it's motivation as well. When you got two guys who trained together before that are friendly, cordial, and are taking last-minute fights, this is the type of fight that you get. It's not necessarily this. They put themselves in a position where they can't.
This is a shit fight, honestly.
Risk a lot. This is obviously the type of fight that you see. Yeah.
I gotta tell you something, man.
I didn't know they were like that close of friends. But
And I tried to kill him in there. You thought he was a bucket of chicken, bro. He was my idol. I wanted to be like him from the Olympic Games. And when we got in there, I wanted to kill him. You signed that contract. You gotta go out there and fight.
the first one was kind of close.
I like hearing that from DC. That's the mentality of a champion.
Yeah.
That's why he was a champion. 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
15 seconds. Nothing happening. Couple leg kicks. No pointing to the octagon and punching here. I guess it's Smith round 3, but I don't really care enough to think about it too much. Woof.
Really bad.
That was not good, friends.
Anthony landed a lot of good leg kicks early in the fight. Going forward,
That was not
Anthony comes
good.
back, lands a big left.
That was an ugly ass fight, man.
Anthony goes down. Delite jumps on top of her. A lot of control and ground and pound by Roman Delite here. Nice jab by Anthony Smith. Left hook from Roman Delite. The third round was the round that they put the most effort in. But I think Anthony Smith's going to be disappointed in the performance tonight on the octagon.
Well, and Lionheart has been there and done that. This was his 58 pro fight.
He's talking to Hunter Campbell,
More than he can chew.
Dana.
Twice in as many
I'm sure they weren't impressed with that either.
And
That was ugly.
after UFC 301, he had talked a little bit about having some time off. And so this UFC 303
Exit says, I don't know what fight was worse, this one or the last Aljo fight. This one. I don't remember the last Aljo fight, but it was this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And, Anthony's always a guy that is going to step up.
All right, the official decision is in. It's brought to you by Heart Tools with over 800
That was long to get that decision in, but
Yeah.
I still feel like it's 29
Couldn't be
20,
split.
29
I
28.
think it was unanimous for Delise. 29-28 across the board. Yeah.
30 to 27. It's obviously the leads.
Yeah, he won.
All right. 1-1 on that fight.
Smith should be embarrassed. That was horrible.
Don't even interview the leads.
Nope.
I just have to go to the washroom and
No worries. I'll man the
down.
fort.
nice.
I'll man the fort. Yeah, guys, that wasn't a very good fight, to say the least. Yeah, that wasn't great. Top 10. Yeah, I guess he is, which is crazy to think about because I don't think he's amazing. But yeah,
You had difficulty with him tonight, but was it because of the short notice? I don't like to blame nothing. It's fighting. You always need to be prepared. It's new weight class for me, but I'm here. In 2 weight classes, we'll be fighting. Keep on me. Are you going to continue to compete at light heavyweight as well? Of course, I'm top 10 ranked in 2 weight classes. I will compete in both of them and will be champion.
What will we see from you next? What weight class and who would you like to fight?
It's a big problem now. I don't know much about this weight class, but I will learn some kind of. I don't know what UFC have to me. I'm ready for both weight classes. And you know, I had to want this out because this guy is very good. Hamzat. I know he didn't make
He calls out Hamzat.
to recover fast, and I want to see him in middleweight.
That'll be a fantastic fight. Congratulations, sir. Roman Delite, ladies and gentlemen.
Roman Delite now will be in the top 10 or so, it would appear, at 205 pounds, and perhaps that has changed his thought process. He was clear with us in the fighter meeting on Thursday that he is a middleweight fighter, and had the Khamzat Chimaev call out ready. Roman Delite 7-3 inside the.
Well, we'll see what happens, guys.
Mark Wahlberg, repping Municipal, loud and proud with
2 fights left.
303 as is. The former UFC bantamweight champion Juliana Pena, another former
Moreno.
assassin baby, the uber popular
Misha Tate.
The former champ keep on coming. Misha Tate with her husband Johnny Nunez, Kayla Harrison looking for a shot at UFC gold in the not too distant future. And there is the queen of all queens, the UFC Women's Flyweight champion Alexa Grasso.
All right.
All right, coming up next, premium unleaded fuel.
Crazy co-main event here.
And with more on the participants, here's Meg.
Well, thank you so much, John. This one came together just hours ago.
This is crazy. Brand new fight. If you guys didn't hear, obviously, Brian Ortega fell out of the fight. I think he was sick. You got Dan Ige coming in here on extremely short notice. He was training for a fight. I think it was in 3 weeks from now, so he was in camp. This fight's at 165-pound catchweight. He's taking on this guy who's a stud. Dan's never been finished before. Which makes it an interesting fight. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a strange one. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
UFC 303 versus Prochazka 2.
This next fight's so weird, man. I mean, because I think Lopez is just a better fighter, but the short notice is so strange for both guys. It's a very odd situation. Yeah. I always thought Ige was pretty good, but like I don't know, Lopez to me is like a guy that could fight. I was talking earlier with Shawn, like I think he could fight for the belt one day. I don't know if I see that with Dan Ige. But again, every fight's different, every fight's unique, and this one is very unique with the short notice. Ige has more experience in the UFC too. He's probably fought better competition. He's coming off a brutal knockout win of Roger Feely. I don't know how good his grappling will be in this fight, though. I think that's going to be a problem. Diego's grappling is excellent. His striking is very good, too. Diego's won 3 straight fights by stoppage. Jeez, he's won a lot of fights by stoppage. He's lost 6 fights in his career. He's been knocked out twice. He's been decisioned 4 times. I guess Ige's got a chance. It's just hard to be confident in him. Really hard to be confident in the guy who took the fight on a few hours' notice.
Yeah.
It's a strange one, man.
Exit says Diego Lopez round 1. Mark my words.
You're confident? Or the guy in the chat?
Yeah, the guy in the chat.
Yeah. Possibly.
I mean, hey, I don't know if there are any odds.
What's the odds right now for the fight? Do you know?
Minus 250 for Lopez, plus 200 for Ige.
I mean, Dan's got a chance.
Yeah, definitely has a chance. For sure, he's got a chance.
I just look at Lopez as a guy that's like next level, though. I couldn't. I don't know. This is a weird one.
We'll see. We'll see. Let me. So weird. He says, Adam, I know you want to take Danny on the odds. Do it. YOLO.
I know. I'm trying, like, almost talking myself into it. I will say this: I think one of the two dogs left will win, but Yuri was my pre-fight pick, right? So
Yeah.
tough. I do want to take EH. Just I wish he had. Well, actually, you know what? If it was full camp, it would have been different odds.
Oh, for sure.
I probably wouldn't have picked him anyways. Like, so this is the time to do it. Dude, this is a tough one.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a Lopez fight. Lopez by decision plus 320 or no, sorry. It's just minus 250 and plus 200. There's no other
props,
odds. I was
eh?
looking at the other fight.
My mindset going in 2024 is to get right back on track. I'm well prepared everywhere. There's no stone left unturned. There's certain guys that don't need to say much for you to look at them.
I like that they already have a video package for it though.
It's crazy.
I mean,
I think they must have known like last night, if I had to guess.
Seemed like today, but like
Well,
even
if
Helwani,
not,
there was
then
no
they-
rumblings. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, obviously Ortega was probably a little sick last night.
right. Ooh.
Crazy.
Yep. It's a tough one, man. What's the line on the main event now? Did it drop a bit?
I'll look for you right now.
Yeah, no worries.
No, it's still the same. Minus 165 plus 140.
There he is. He is technically the higher ranked fighter, which is kind of interesting too. Well, not that it matters, but
Lopez's hair is fire.
yeah.
Exit asks Tom Aspinall versus John Jones.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
Probably Jones, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's passed him by. I don't know. I mean, he's still John Jones, right? But freaking beast.
How old is he now? Like 38?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he'll be 37 on July 19th. So he's 37. He's seen a lot of things, though, that body.
He should win, guys.
It'd be not great. I mean, he's got a built-in excuse too, right? Somebody he wasn't training for, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
They'd probably have to run it back if he won, you know what I mean? If
That's beautiful haircut.
Oh, yeah. Business in the front.
I just really like this guy, and I do think he's got that it factor too. I also will say, like, I mean, he should win, man. Like he's so talented, guys. even that loss he had to Evloev, he did pretty well in that fight. Like he did better than anyone expected. So super talented fighter. We'll see.
Exit says I should get the Lopez cut. Yeah, my hair grows up. It doesn't grow down. 50K, Dan Ige. Again, this fight will deliver, even if it's only like a round. Like Dan Ige's coming in to fall on his shield and go out if he doesn't stop Lopez. So he's not looking to point fight like some of the other fighters on this card.
Yep. Could be the first time he gets finished too.
Ige's got a bit of a shiner, it looks like, too, or something. Or he's tired, maybe.
I mean, what an opportunity though. Steps in the co-main event on 1 day, like less than 1 day's notice. Pretty unreal, man. Here we go. 50K. Going for those bonuses. Speaking of the bonuses, take a look at the card as a whole right now.
Yeah, see what lines up for the bonuses.
Yeah, right now there are there's 4 finishes. So I guess those 4 fighters will get the bonuses. Unless something crazy happens, which it could, obviously. I would say Payne Talbot probably gets one earlier knockout. The John Silva guy actually missed weight, so he won't get one. Joe Pyfer will get a bonus, I would assume. Macy Shake's not, I mean, maybe by default, but it was a weird doctor stoppage, so maybe not. So I would say the winner of this fight in the main event both have a really good chance to get a bonus. Sean Strickland. There he is. And I think that's Kai Kamaka, the other guy, PFL fighter.
Oh, okay.
Fought last night. Yeah, this is definitely.
He looks like he's in good shape.
He's in great shape. And I'll say this too, like if he loses, it doesn't hurt his ranking at all, really.
No.
No one cares.
This fight is for the fans. This fight,
fans.
I mean, obviously it's for a paycheck. Obviously he's getting paid a lot to do this, but he's probably, but you're coming in literally. I mean, these guys do this in the gym every day, right? Not this hard, not this, not with as many repercussions and things on the table as far as consequences, but these guys train hard. He was supposed to fight in a couple weeks. He looks like he's in good shape. Is he going to be peak cardio condition? Probably not, because he's probably ramping up for 2 weeks from now. But he's a gamer and he's dangerous.
Sure is.
And he's never been stopped either. So I mean, like Lopez's cardio's got to be on point too, because if he blows his wad in round 1, I mean, I think Dan Ige on a normal night would still be there.
Yeah. Dan's tough as hell. Like you said, a few times now he hasn't been knocked out.
10-6 in the UFC. Middle of the road.
Fought some good guys though.
Oh yeah, Dan Ige is great. Oh, did they announce Adesanya doing something? Is he fighting for the belt?
Yeah, they announced it. Yeah, I'm just looking at the weights. They're kind of like, I mean, they gave him 165, but
Exit just said, yeah, him fighting for the. I didn't see that. I disagree with that too. Like, what has he done? I mean, I know he's a star.
Is he?
Yeah.
Doesn't deserve it at all.
Yeah.
No. He lost 50-45 to Strickland.
Yeah.
And then gets a title shot because it's because it's in Perth. That's why.
Doesn't matter. I mean, that's why. You're right. You're telling the story.
Should have been the rematch really with Shawn.
Sad to see it.
Yep.
Again, sometimes you just have that bigger name and let's see, he closed at minus 350 on Sports Interaction, plus 225 for Dan Ige.
Yep.
Which again makes sense. A normal night, I'd be all over Dan Ige at that underdog kind of price, but
yeah, you didn't get much chance to think about the fight, really, like how it would play out.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if Dan had been finished before, I'd be all over Lopez, but he hasn't. That's why it's interesting because Lopez is going to come out strong. But again, Lopez might knock him out. Like, how long did it take to knock out Sadiq Youssef? Like a minute? It was quick.
Sadiq Youssef isn't that super though, so. 50K.
Jason Herzog, our referee. Luciana getting started for round.
All right, guys, this should be a good fight for as long as it lasts.
At 4:30 p.m. Pacific.
That's so crazy. Imagine you bought a ticket.
All
You
right.
see these guys. It's like we're having Ortega.
Yeah, if you're a big Ortega fan, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like you'd be
People
done.
are, and they went there. Like Mexican fans, they love him.
Sure.
They love Lopez. He's Brazilian but trains in Mexico, right? So
Yeah.
he's an interesting guy. It's obviously Grasso's BJJ coach. So you know his jiu-jitsu is ridiculous too. I hope this is a good fight though. I mean, it could be a weird fight because they haven't trained really for each other. Like they didn't.
It could
train
be a
for-
bit of a feeling out process
Yeah,
for
oh, yeah.
sure, right?
I mean, I still think they probably talk about these kind of guys, like potential fights in the gym, especially like Nixick and Extreme Couture guys. Like
It's funny too, right? You see him fighting at 165, and like you
So
couldn't
weird.
tell, right? Like these guys are look the way they would normally look on fight night. Maybe a bit softer, but
ooh, oh, you caught him too.
they both fight like that crazy style, man.
Because I didn't realize Lopez has been knocked out twice. Like back in the day, I think it was in Russia or something, but he's been knocked out.
I'll pull it up for you right
I feel
now.
bad for him if he loses, man, because it's like such a risk he took here. But you know, again, he's getting paid; it's his job. But yeah. Oh,
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 oh, nice. Oh, they're going for it. They're going for it.
he's in very. They were talking about. She said the same thing 5 minutes ago. He's in sick shape.
Yeah, it was 2 fights in Russia where ACB, the
Yeah.
promotion.
Because Lopez has been around. Oh,
Oh, nice lead elbow by Lopez.
His haircut's awesome, man.
He's breathing weird though. Looks
Who,
like
Lopez?
yeah. I thought he just took 2 big deep breaths with his nose.
Freaking weird ass weight cut too for him. Three different weights this week.
They stopped him too, right? When they
Yeah, I
knew
think they stopped
Ortega
him.
was
Like,
going to make
he
it.
was actually, I think, on weight though. Like maybe they called him in the middle of the night or something. He's got a lot of power though, Lopez. You can tell. The other thing too is like these guys, since they're not Ige didn't have to cut any weight. His chin should be even better. I would imagine his chin's already good, so we'll see. Filet.
What I loved about the E-Gate text message was it felt like if he didn't get this opportunity, he'd be getting screwed. Not many take that approach. It was like, not take this fight.
Yeah, that's a really
2 minutes 10 seconds left in round 1. Even round, I'd give it to Lopez. A
No,
little
so
bit.
far, yeah.
Couple more cleaner strikes.
Yeah.
Couple more landed. Ige's got a nice high guard going.
Oof.
Oh, he just like threw that down.
That
like
was
a-
crazy. He's fast, man. His hands are fast. Yeah, you guys just like solid fundamentally, right?
Mhm.
Good feints. Oh,
Lopez just tried to throw a lead flying knee.
yeah.
Ate a nice shot by Ige. Minute 30 left in round 1. Lopez is probably getting some extra money too for this, right? Like,
I would imagine, right?
yeah, guys had to readjust everything all week.
Yeah.
He's like coming down, like throwing almost like
Yeah.
hammer fist punches.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that those look a little off though. I think Dan's landed more than that. Oh,
He missed the elbow on the way out though. Oh, Ige shoots a takedown and lands it
oh,
right into the almost a guillotine though.
It's got to
Ige,
adjust.
Ige rolling
Oh,
with it.
Anaconda?
Dars.
He's thinking out of it. He tap? No.
No.
He's got his hand ready though.
10 seconds.
He's not going to tap.
No, not. He'll go to.
Oh, he got out of it.
He'll go to sleep before he taps.
Yeah. Fun round.
All right. Props to Dan Ige. Lost a round though. Lost a round.
Let's see how good this guy's cardio is now, right? Because we know Danny's got 15 minutes of cardio.
Well, usually, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun though. And again, we talked about it too. Dan Ige is going to go for it. Dan Ige is not here to, just collect a check. Dan Ige wants to win.
Yep.
But yeah, impressive from Diego Lopez in unorthodox strikes. Snatched that neck up real quick when Dan shot that takedown. Diego Lopez has a nice tattoo. Dream, believe, and make it happen.
Good round.
Yeah.
UFC 303 Pereira versus Prochazka 2 is presented by the Air National Guard. Serve your nation, serve your state, serve your way. Ige survived the late submission attempt. Here we go with round 2. Ige and Black Lopez in green.
You just saw in that scramble how quickly Diego Lopez jumps on submissions.
Yeah, you jumped on that choke really fast.
Nicely left there by
Yeah, it
Ige.
12 of Lopez's 24 career wins have come by way of submission.
Odds are minus 1,200 for Lopez.
Yeah, I mean he's winning the round, winning the fight, I should say so far. Tagged him.
I'm not going to say we were on Chase on to when she went down around early on.
Yeah,
I'm not suggesting you bet Dan Ige, but plus 600 is a nice.
that's pretty wild. I mean, there's still a lot of fight left. He's kind of outgunned a little bit though.
Oh, nice right hand.
Yep. You should be the commentator. Get it before Anik.
I can't compete with John. John Addict's so good.
Yeah.
Nice leg kick by Ige, covers up. Almost like a hush on the crowd, like they're expecting something spectacular.
Yeah.
430 of you beauties watching with us right now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, Grover Go Bananas says fart. Well, thank you very much, Grover, for tuning in. Grover Go Bananas.
Uh-oh.
What a great name. And great picture.
Oh, he's in trouble, man.
Yeah, Diego Lopez is a very good.
Very
He's got
good
2-on-1
grappler.
there, though.
Because there's levels to black belts, man. This guy's sick. Oh,
Damn.
I wonder how this conversation went. The UFC called him. Dan, we need you, man.
He said, sure.
Let's do it. I know he's pumped for it. Not going too well for him though.
Good analysis there by Rogan. Haven't heard that in a while.
He's been okay tonight especially with the grappling stuff. There was a fight early. I don't know if you saw that Ray Tesura guy prospect. He almost had a twister like once or twice, and Rogan was all over it. He's going for it, man. If he stretches him out here. Diego Lopez is very, very talented. He's very good.
Every time he switches quit the lock or a body triangle, knowing that he doesn't enjoy the pressure from that side. When he gets his foot on the mat.
Good defense by Danny Gay.
So bummed that this is an Ortega, because that's such a huge step up for him.
Yep.
Lopez credited with one submission attempt thus far.
He gave us almost out when he got that foot. Diego Lopez is such a high-level grappler. He was able to maintain back control.
Again, impressive showing from here, Ige. I mean, like,
He's not.
oh, he's stretching him out.
Ooh.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
but
if you can go the distance, I mean, it says something about him. That's for sure. But
45 seconds left in round 2. This is a clear Lopez round. Lopez has a back control and body triangle the entire round, pretty much. But he's not in any danger so far.
oh,
Oh. Ige going for it, even though he's on the bottom.
yep.
Oh, switching to an armbar here with 8 seconds left, but I don't think he's got anything. It's tough to see. I'd like them to change his camera angle, but there you go. A little late. All right, 2 rounds down for Dan Ige. He's down 2 rounds, but I like
Love
this.
the
I like
coaching.
this coach. Yeah,
I love him. He's so honest to his fighters, eh?
Telling him to basically just go for it.
Oh, I didn't
Ooh.
even see that. Oh, that's what happened. Holy shit. Yeah, because okay, here's the thing. Like, I understand you gave his perspective. Like, he's got a family to go to, and he doesn't want to get knocked out tonight or submitted.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, he's got to fucking go for it. Just go for it, man. Just go for it, bro.
Lopez is so versatile.
Dan Ige should just knocked him out. I'm just kidding. Touch of gloves there to start the 3rd round. Is 4:52 left in the fight. Even if this is the scheduled co-main, it still is only going to be 3 rounds.
It's almost like they're telling him to go for it.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
they're fans of Dan for stepping up on such short notice and making a good account of himself too. How many people were saying, "Oh, Lopez in round 1, Lopez, gonna go through him"? We talked about it.
Ooh.
That Dan Ige's never been finished. It doesn't look
Who's
like
gonna
he's-
finish this guy? I mean, honestly. Oh, that was a good uppercut try. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Dan's going forward now. No, we did talk about those knockout losses, though. It's clear this guy's cleaned up his defense, though. I mean, he hasn't let you get too many clean shots. That head kick, yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's the circumstances are so odd.
nice jab by Lopez.
Oh,
Oh, nice right hand. No, I think he's okay. Was a nice right.
Pretty heavy shot, man.
Yeah.
Lopez is, I wouldn't say he's in trouble, but I mean, he's on the back foot here.
Yeah.
Herzog's taking a good look. Holy crap. Imagine Ye knocks him out. That'd be crazy.
It would be crazy.
That'd be one of the greatest comebacks ever, probably. That'd be sick with the circumstance. Ooh. Look, Lopez is getting. Oh,
Nice elbows by Dan Ige.
Dan's a beast, man.
Hey,
I hope people realize, like, not talking about the viewers, but the fans there realize, like, how hard these guys are fighting.
and how impressive again.
This is impressive
Dan
by
Ige was
Ige.
not supposed to fight today.
Dude, this is crazy. Good for Ige. Look at him, man.
Pushing forward.
Is Lopez gassing?
No.
He's on his back foot. This is so odd. I guess he knows he's got 2 rounds in the bag, eh?
Yeah, you know, he's probably tiring a little bit. And also, like, oh,
Bro, this is crazy. Oh,
nice
caught him
left
again.
uppercut by Dan Ige.
Caught him again. This is crazy.
Nice body
Hurt him
shot.
there too. Yo, this is nuts. Oh,
Nice left jab.
dude, this is. I mean, he's clearly winning the round. Holy shit!
Oh, Lopez desperation shot.
Takedown. Lopez is getting tired, man.
He's got to get out of this though. Nice.
Oh, that's all he's got to do. Just hold on.
That's a nice takedown.
He's so good. I saw a little bit of holes in this game tonight, right, with the striking defense, but he is such a good grappler, man, and he can get that takedown if he needs it. It's huge.
Ige trying to break the hands of Lopez. Can't see. Oh, there you broke him there. Yeah, nice to turn around and do him. Nice 2-on-1 here by Ige.
Oh my god.
Just get up. Let him up, maybe.
Oh
Oh
my god.
I would have let him up.
Look, he's just. You're saying everything, and then DC and Annex saying right after you. Diego can just lay here for a minute.
Yeah, because like you don't need the round, you need a stoppage, right?
Yeah.
So you got to get
There's
out.
no way that he won the first round, right? You get?
No.
Yeah. Dude, you know what? If this was 5 rounds, he might have won the fight. Because Diego looks like he's getting really tired, and that's something to keep in mind going forward with this guy.
Yeah, just Diego just holding on.
Holding on for dear life.
They're asking him to get out of there.
Dude, you just gotta go crazy
Nice
here.
can opener here he's got on him, but you're not going to finish anybody that can open.
You know what? Mad respect to this dude, though. Like
nice elbows here by Ige.
Mad
I really wanted to run this fight back.
You would, like with a full camp?
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Because again, like you put this on a fight night main event.
Yeah,
5 rounds, like you're talking about. Let's go. Props to Dan Ige. Throwing a bunch of lefts. Cleared Dan Ige around. Now it's too late to let him up. Get to throw one bomb here. He ate an up kick. Lopez, good defense. Good fight.
That was fun.
Lopez holding up Ige's hand.
You gotta love that, man.
Without
mad respect to these guys. Adam's up. Mad fucking respect. And Dana's Hunter just loving it. Eh?
I think they're talking about Lopez in the first round might have got throat punched or something.
Can you punch them there?
I think it was like
I think you could.
I don't think you can strike the throat on purpose.
I'm not sure either. I should know this. Unified rules. Yeah, you're right. You can't. No, good call. I thought so too, but I thought you can't grab it. You can't punch it either. So he's talking to him right now. Good call. When did that happen though? Was it the knee?
Not sure.
Good combination there in the first round. Big elbow by Diego Lopez. Head kick lands for Ige. Diego takes him down and controls him. Takes his back. Round 2, another takedown. Diego controls from the back.
Couple people tweeting out, if Dan Ige doesn't get finished at UFC 303, it's never happening.
There's some money coming in on Yuri right now, eh?
Oh, is there?
Yeah. I wonder if it's people chasing back their losses.
Yeah, I'll look at it in a second.
Yeah, no worries. Just let's wait for this. I'm just taking a look though.
Well, I mean, that's got to be Lopez, right? So
is this split? Look at this. When they do this, it's split usually. When they have the bar in
I
the
think
middle,
more so just because
they want to show both guys.
and they got to get their sponsorship in there.
Oh yeah, true. Good call. Yeah, no. Okay.
Diego.
Fun fight.
Interview them both.
They should. They both had a monster. Mad respect to these guys, man, for what they did tonight. Save the card. Would you say that's fight of the night so far?
Definitely on the main card.
Yeah. Look, I love the sport, but the cards have been kind of weak lately. I mean, it's just the truth, you know? 25-6 is a nice record.
Translator's doing some great work here.
He's very good.
First of all the respect to Denny, and not many guys can get a fight with 3-hour notice. Hey, this is all for Denny. Thank you, bro.
So what was it like for you?
Yeah, and re-ask the question.
Does he speak English? Like, does he understand all this? He might, a little bit.
I think you understand some of it.
So he's Brazilian, but he trains and lives in Mexico. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
And he used to fight in Russia. He's been all around the world.
That's what you got to do as a fighter, right?
I first
Like
heard of
all
him.
these different fighting styles and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. I was gonna say I first heard of him though because he's Grasso's coach, right? He's his jiu-jitsu coach
Mhm.
in Aldana. I was like, who is this guy? And then he obviously has been great.
There you go, 4 p.m. today. I mean, so it's probably 7 p.m. our time, right?
So literally when I was getting ready to drive down here.
It's a long drive.
So they had what, like 3 hours notice to prepare. It's not at that point, you're not even really trained for the other guy. You're just
Yeah,
fighting
what is it? I
instinct,
guess
right?
like 5 hours? Because like
I guess so, yeah, because of the difference. Yeah, good call. But yeah, they're not preparing for each other. It's just they're just relying on their instinct. They
I'd book this guy for this
Volkanovski,
sphere.
you nice, eh? What did that fight? You like that one? I don't think you should take a fight with Ortega again. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't trust the guy to make the fight. What a stud this guy is, eh? I'm telling you, man, if that was 5 rounds, he might have won the fight.
Maybe.
I love that.
That's such a Joe Rogan thing.
Accepted fight earlier today.
And I had a call from Hunter, Ali, and a bunch of people. They say, "Hey, do you want to fight tonight?" And I was like, "Man, this is an opportunity to become a legend. This is the stories I want to tell my grandkids. I love fighting at the Apex. Don't get me wrong, but to show up on 4 hours' notice on International Fight Week on one of the biggest cards of the year on the co-main event, man, I couldn't be happier with my performance."
Well, you performed outstanding, and especially in winning the last round against a fighter you weren't even preparing for. I can't wait to see you again with full camp against an opponent that you actually know who is.
Thank you. I'll be ready. You know, they know who to call. They got
I guess he's not fighting in that next card then. He's supposed to fight in 3 weeks. I guess
Yeah,
that
it's
fight.
not happening. Yeah.
fight at the Sphere. Maybe it'll still happen.
Oh, that'd be good. Get him on that card. Everyone wants to fight in that card. Let's be fair.
Yeah, the money's.
I think he deserves it though. If anyone like calls a shot right now, it should be him.
He could be like the main event of the,
Honestly, I
of
wouldn't
the
mind-
prelims or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I wouldn't mind him fighting Ortega either. Like that would be good too. The rematch?
Yeah.
This is awesome. Look at this. This is so awesome. I love this, man. Look, both the camps. Strickland. I love it. Kai Kamaka. Dude, that is sick. That's a great photo, man.
Hanging in the Louvre, man.
Mad respect to these guys. They definitely got paid a lot of money though. There's no doubt. Like,
And it delivered, just as we said.
I wonder if they got paid like $500,000. There he is, David Goggins. Ah, there he is. Burns.
Gilbert Burns.
He's fighting Sean Brady. Oh, there he is. Speaking of the devil, we talked about him earlier. Brave Shogun behind him. That's too funny.
In the legends section.
Yeah.
All right, main event time coming up next.
Oh my God.
Tweet out the streaming and we'll get more people in here.
Former undisputed UFC champions. Pereira makes his second light heavyweight title defense against one of those former kings, the Czech Republic's Prochazka. He too has stepped up massively for the promotion and believes he can build upon the success he had in the first meeting with Poatan. There is only one way to find out. Your UFC 303
We are professional tornado wranglers. If you feel it, kids, do not try this at home.
What fight are you looking forward to the most coming up? Any card.
Give me one sec. I don't even know what's really. Let me look through the UFC. Because there's not a lot booked. I don't think.
No, I know. That's why I'm looking right now at the bookings. There's not a ton. I guess Corey Sang and Umar would be really good. That should be a good, the Abu Dhabi card. The one with Nick Diaz against Vicente Luque.
Oh yeah. Marlon Vera against Davison Figueiredo. That's
a
good.
great fight too.
Calvin Cater, Kyle Nelson.
I feel like this guy fucking main events every card now.
He's done a few recently. What was it? 295,
Yep.
300, and this one.
Yeah. He made his debut in like November 2011, 2021, and he's fought 8. This is his 9th fight in the
Oh
UFC.
fuck! I really shouldn't be finishing an energy drink at 12:30 in the morning.
3 years. Sorry?
Said I shouldn't really be finishing my energy drink at 12:30 in the morning.
You're gonna be up for a bit. You're gonna go home and play your wrestling games, right?
No, I don't have any wrestling. That's Justin. Justin's got the wrestling games.
Oh, okay. Looking at Pereira's record last year, he fought Jan Blachowicz,
Mhm.
and that fight was competitive, and it was 3 rounds. Like if he had, imagine he'd lost that split decision, the whole division, the whole promotion changes, the history of everything changes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have all these fights. So judges, you could thank the judges for that one. Here we go.
I would guess like the rumored fights. I mean, obviously, I'd be looking forward to Jones Stipe again. I've been on my soapbox for the last year or so, saying I think Stipe beats John Jones.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, we saw what fights that are coming up. I mean,
It's
Jones
tough.
is supposed to fight Stipe still.
yeah,
Stipe hasn't fought in like what was that stuff? 4 years?
it's
Let me check.
yeah, he hasn't fought very often. Yeah,
Stipe's last fight, I think, was against Francis when he got folded like a lawn chair. March 2021. Crazy.
That's March 2021. Jeez,
Shouldn't get a title shot.
Jeez, that's nuts. It's crazy that he's still like, yeah. I mean, whatever. He's again arguments that he could be one of the greatest heavyweights of all time.
Yep.
He has done so much in such a short period of time. Granted, he lost the last fight, but he had a lot of success against Pereira in that fight. Big shot by Prochazka.
Oh man, I'm watching these highlights and I'm like,
Just look at the odds. They're like rapidly dropping, but I think they're gonna kind of stabilize. So.
Yeah, minus 150 right now for Pereira, plus 125 for Prochazka. I like both these guys too.
Do you think it was a bit early, that first stoppage?
Yeah, like we talked about at the top of the show. One of those ones where like I thought it was a little bit early, but not one that I was upset about. And like even Yuri was fine with it, he said. So
True.
Which is, you know, you rarely see a guy that's able to accept defeat like that and be like, yeah, he got me. That's fine. But these guys are like so. Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Crazy.
What do you make of all this spiritual shit that he's been saying? Like he shouldn't be fighting with
Shaman,
spirits on his side or something.
Yeah.
Like
that was pretty nuts. Did you watch the card last week, the Saudi Arabia card? Did you see that one?
No.
There's some pretty good knockouts. Volkan Ozdemir knocked out Johnny Walker. That was pretty
yeah, I saw the highlight of it. Yeah,
it was pretty good.
I saw the highlight.
No, that second Izzy fight, he was actually winning that fight, and then remember Izzy like played possum almost, and then caught him with a counter. That was crazy. Man, Pereira's a beast. Well, come on, Yuri. Let me go 2-2 on this main card. Let's go.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of improvements Izzy's made, if any. All right. Here comes the walkouts. Adam is on Yuri Prochazka, plus 130. I am on Alex Pereira by TKO or KO plus or DQ. I'll take that too, sure. Plus 100.
I can't see this fight being boring. Do you think there's any way this fight goes 5 rounds?
I mean, not really, but if you look at the odds at Sports Interaction,
yeah, I know, it's pretty like the odds are tempting.
Plus 700 for Pereira by decision, plus
yeah.
900 for Prochazka by decision. Well, the last fight ended in round, like near the end of round 2, right?
Yep.
If you the over under for this round or for this fight is I think 2.5. Under 2.5 is minus 165. So the odds makers think that it's going to end. That would be where I would play it. I wouldn't play it to go to decision. Because A, you have to pick who you think is going to win. I think that's tough. I think it's a very close fight. And B,
just a fight going
2.5 rounds is you know, I could see this ending in late round 3, right?
Yeah,
round 4.
I think it probably goes a bit longer than the first one if I had to guess. I am going to be interested if Yuri does try to grapple. It's not really his game, but I think it's possible he could try to shoot takedowns. Again,
he had success on the feet. I don't know why change it, but I mean, it could be an easy path to victory.
He made it Glover, remember? Man, that fight with Glover was one of my favorite fights ever. Freaking war. That's gonna be the Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah, but Yuri's been in some wars, man. That's what I'm worried about.
That's the problem,
too.
Right?
That's what I'm worried about too. Rakic beat him up a little bit.
I know we were here for that. Yet Rakic was dominating him, and then he just went crazy. It's kind of crazy that Rakic was actually, I think, a bigger favorite against him than the Pereira is. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That haircut's so funny too.
All right.
Man, Yuri's just a brick shithouse, dude. What a beast. Both these guys. I'm a big fan of both guys. I mean, I know you are too. How could you not be?
Yeah.
If you like good fights, then these are the two guys. He says how much and so.
Just sending out some tweets. Again, we got just over 500 people now. Welcome, friends.
Guys,
appreciate you guys
the
tuning
best
in.
fight of the card. Yuri's in insane shape too. I mean, I'm sure Pereira will be too. Despite, what was it, 2 weeks notice? Was it 3 weeks?
There was rumors that, I mean, again, he's dealing with a bit of a broken toe or something too.
Pereira? Was it Pereira?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. I can't do that.
Yeah,
Pereira was in.
Well, that's John Jones did a cartwheel every time he came
true.
in too, right?
Pereira was in Australia, I believe. He was doing some like seminars when they called him. But again, I mean, I'm assuming Pereira's making, a couple $1 million. He's probably, and to be honest, he's probably underpaid. For
Sure.
what they're going to make him. Their gate is going to be like probably 10, 15.
Yeah, especially because again, this is supposed to be a Connor card.
Yeah, I know that they did reduce the tickets though. After I think they were offering like 45% discounts or something.
Yeah, but if I had bought my ticket already, they're not giving me money back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? If I was one of the first people to buy tickets, and they're not going to be like, "Oh, sorry, Shawn, here's 50% back. Really sorry we couldn't deliver on
The
your
main event changes in Vegas. You can ask for a refund, but
yeah,
if you're already like, just say you made plans and like you booked your hotel and flight, you're not going to. All right, he always has some of the best entrances. That'd be cool if he came out with the war paint, but he can't do it.
yeah. This is not unless you can wash it off real quick. Can come out in a mask or something.
That'd be sick.
Let us know who you got for the main event, friends. Pereira's about to do his walkout.
He's so stoic, eh? The shorts are awesome too. You couldn't pay me enough money not to fight this guy. There's zero chance. This is awesome. This thing. Bow and arrow. Didn't he like shoot Izzy's kid with this pretend bow and arrow? I think that was.
I don't know.
Or it was Izzy that did it to his kid actually.
I forget. Don't hurt your knee walking out.
How the hell did he make 185? This guy's a monster, dude. Oh yeah. One of the best entrances in MMA right now. Rogan's just like sick. The best. It's actually a few years ago, people didn't really like take to him too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like right now, I think he's top 5 most popular guys. Yeah.
You might know this better.
Sure.
Exit's asking about his custom shorts. I think.
Yeah, I think the champs get them, right?
I thought just with the new deal, anybody could really do it.
Oh, could they?
But I don't know either though.
I know Poirier had. I think Poirier didn't he have?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah.
But even like they had like blue shorts earlier. You know what I mean? They have different.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
gray,
I think it was
there's-
Gary.
Yeah, yeah. You can have different color, maybe, but maybe having the weird designs.
You know
maybe.
what? Though, I was gonna say, if you're like a new watcher of the sport or whatever,
Mhm.
you wouldn't even know back in the day that like they had
Mhm.
their own
Condom Depot.
Condom Depot and but I remember like Bad Boy,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Venom, or they had Venom a few years ago, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they had their own shorts. I really like the Bad Boy shorts back in the day, but like you had T Ortiz with the flames and Chuck with the ice. Sick.
Yeah. All right. Here's that.
Shit, this fight's gonna be good.
This way. These guys are so good, man. Like the high level striking that you saw in the first fight at UFC 295.
Yep.
I just worry, like Prochazka is going to be on the front foot. I think most of the time.
Yep.
Pereira's going to look to counter. Pereira's going to look to throw leg kicks, as we've seen, like we talked about earlier. You know, Yuri Prochazka is very susceptible to the leg kick.
He is.
They're having a great stare down from far away. The icy stare from Yuri.
Holy fuck, boys.
They're just letting it happen.
Goosebumps, man.
I want them to get closer. No budge. Bit of a smirk from Yuri.
You know, honestly, this is probably a better fight than Conor and Chandler. Like, it probably ended up being a better fight. This is crazy, dude.
Nice little fade there by the UFC production, who's been on point all night long. All right. I'm fucking jazzed up for this, man.
Can't fucking wait. Two beasts.
Laptop goes away almost.
Yeah. Halfway down.
Yeah. Oh, Buffer's going to be fired up.
You have tattoos?
No, I got none.
I was gonna say his are pretty cool. I don't have any either. His are pretty cool though. But I mean, I don't think I could rock those. I don't love these judges, man.
They won't be used, so it's fine. I don't think, anyways.
Sal Diamato. Anytime I see his name, I'm like, oh god. Herb Dean. Hopefully, okay. Well, at least it's not Mark Goddard who stopped the fight too last time.
Herb Dean can get in there too. Sometimes tripping
Sometimes
over himself. Yeah. All right. Exit, man. Who you got for this one? You're on Pereira or Prochazka? I forget. You mentioned it earlier tonight. Again, Adam's on Prochazka. I'm on Pereira. We both think it ends inside the distance, but that's not great. I would say over 2.5 would be a good bet at plus 125. But these guys can put the lights out at any time. You know?
I just don't trust it.
Yeah.
But again, it's possible. I want to see adjustments these guys make.
Actually, I don't know. Did I change my mind? Maybe it's under. I don't know. Fight to end in round 1 plus 200. Fight to end in round 2 plus 300. He hasn't moved his stare away from. Oh, he's not, and he's got the
2-1 as a dog. Not getting a ton of respect then, I guess.
Exit says Prochazka. I just think he's got it in him now, but he likes the bet I took for Alex too. Yeah, I mean, again, I think it ends in. If you like that, Exit, we got Prochazka to win by TKO is plus 175, but he's plus 125 on the money line. I think this fight ends in a knockout. Come on, Pereira.
Defending. Disputed. UFC.
Oh, you're fired up, eh?
Holy shit. All right, it's going to be a good one. I wish I was there for this one. That'd be sick. No one's looking at their phones right now, that's for sure. Here we go, man.
Touch gloves and let's make it official.
These guys have not stopped looking at each other. Like, it's crazy.
Good for them, man.
Behind the line. Yeah, the magic. I think Yuri was like, you can't bring your magic to this fight. Like, he told the commission, like, I could have swore I just saw Austin Matthews.
He's probably there.
I think I just saw him. I swear to God.
Bieber likes to show up to these things too. 450. The fight has begun, friends. Leg kick already by Pereira. He's going to be throwing those often. Yuri doesn't really change his stance too often. He just gets pummeled.
Yeah, he's there. Austin Matthews is there.
Oh, okay.
Thought so. I was like, that's Austin Matthews. Nice tall stance for Pereira.
Just a couple leg kicks to start. Nothing happening. Another leg kick, but as he threw it, Prochazka threw a left.
That was a really, really hard job, man. Yuri's hands are so low, dude. I hate that, you know? that's how he fights.
They're gonna go at it here. It's not gonna last very long, I don't think. I've eaten those
Watch
words
it be
before,
a
though.
nut
too.
shot and he just puts his hand out again and Herbie tries to step in. Nope. Go ahead.
Feeling out process here. Oh,
he
big
connected
left.
That's a left hook that puts a lot of people out.
Yeah, Pereira with a big left there.
Oh man, Yuri's getting pieced up here. Oh,
Oh,
he hit him?
going
I don't
at
know
it.
if he hit him. Jeez, his kicks are nice though.
Yeah, the leg kicks are so good.
I don't know.
I talked about it all week.
Yeah, the kicks
To
are
anybody
nice.
who would listen to me. Even talk to the wife. Wife's like, I got no idea what you're talking about, Shawn. I'm like, yeah, I know. But it's gonna
Yuri's
happen.
hands are just really low for this fight. Like it's so
Yeah, for
dangerous.
somebody you're not worried about a takedown from Alex Pereira. So you don't have to have your hands down so low, but nice jab.
The kicks are really smart though. Yeah.
My hands are sweaty. Nice body kick, Pereira. Just past the halfway point of the first round. Easy Pereira round at the moment. Grabbing his. Don't let him grab your hand.
Talking to each other.
Yeah.
Probably don't know what all each other are saying, but
nice left again by I think Prochazka's hurt a
he
bit.
got rocked. I think Yuri's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Dude.
Body lock by
That's smart,
Prochazka. Nice knee by Pereira.
He's got to get him down.
This is what happened. He was losing, so he changed it up. Should throw an elbow over the top here if you're Prochazka. Yeah, Pereira looks very good so far. Minute 30 left in round one.
I mean, this is smart, right? Tire him out a little bit.
Prochazka's got him clinched up against the cage.
Yuri's cardio is really good too. We know that.
We do.
So against Glover, 30 seconds left in the fifth round, submitted him.
It doesn't even really look like he's trying to go for a takedown. Oh, here comes a bit of a trip.
Didn't get eating shots though.
Didn't get him. Yeah, nothing too damaging, but yeah. Minute left in round one.
He's got to do this in the beginning of the round though. You can't just wait after he gets pieced up for. Nice knee. But it is smart though, right? Like he can't.
Yeah, grapple, give him something to think about. Prochazka looks a little unsteady on his feet.
Very unsteady.
Pereira goes for a bit of a high kick, misses. Prochazka trying to find that range, hasn't found it yet. 30 seconds. Round one.
Pereira doesn't want a long fight, eh?
Ooh. Nice block by Pereira. Nice leg kick again by Pereira. Prochazka looks upset. You're calling him on. He's like, come on, keep throwing those leg kicks. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Dropped him at the end of the round, but he's okay. They're not going to call a fight.
He's okay?
Yeah, he's fine. They dropped him, though. Not enough to go 10-8, though. But that could have been the end of the fight if that has like another 15, 20
100%.
seconds.
I don't think it's 10-8 either. Also, I don't know how bad, like he got dropped, but I don't know how bad it hurt him.
He was calling him down sort of right away, but let's see this left hand at the end of right on the chin. Let's see. And the head doesn't hit the canvas, and he had his wits about him, it looked
He's
like.
lucky because if it his cans, he probably gets knocked the fuck.
Well, you'd have to get up, like, because we've seen that happen before, like punches at the bell. You have to get up and get to your stool. You can't be helped up. All this stuff, right? Like it can count as a TKO even if it happens at the bell.
Oh, that was before the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
See, he's calling him down right away.
Yeah. It's almost like he wanted him to lose a point.
All right.
Yuri's a crazy guy.
He's hit him with that left like 4
That's
times.
a clean
though.
knockdown, right?
Oh, very clean.
Yeah. You never know, man. They said that.
Oh, head kick.
It's gotta be over.
How
right?
isn't it over? Yeah, stop
Oh
the
my
fight.
God. Oh my God.
Wow.
That was sick.
What a head kick. He still wasn't hurt, or he was still banged up.
Wow.
Don't let him up.
Oh my God.
Somebody help him.
That is crazy. Wow.
He got fucking lit up.
Wow.
He wasn't recovered from that knockdown, right? But I mean, that's the fight game. You only
That's
have a
wild,
minute to
man.
recover
Yeah,
between
that was
rounds.
Crazy. Wow.
Crazy, man.
Head kick and then follow-up punches. Wow. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
He
His toe popped.
dislocated his toe, kicking him in the head.
Holy shit.
Give that man some time off in a proper camp, you know? He'll fight at the Sphere too, probably in a few months. Although he's limping around.
Wow. Yuri's hands are just way too low in this fight.
Oh yeah, right. He toe kicked him off the temple. Oh.
He was still alive.
Yeah.
Pereira's a killer, man. I should not have picked against this guy. That was a mistake. All right, well. Oh.
Oof. What a kick, man. What a kick.
That's wild. Oh my God. That punch really turned the lights off there. That's crazy. Wow.
Yuri still had to deal with that power. That power is just something out of this world.
Unreal.
It's so different than anybody else's. All the little nuances, the mistakes that you can make, and you can hit a little bit of roll with it. You can't do
That's nuts.
No, you cannot make any mistakes.
That's crazy.
You just lost for words.
But this is like, I'm so used to it. Look at me. I'm not even.
Glover.
I'm almost like I'm expecting that when that guy fights.
He's a beast, man.
He's fixing his toe after,
Oh, his toe.
but his toe's jacked.
Ooh.
I mean, he bounced it off of Yuri's head.
And the right foot, which I believe was the connecting foot, if I'm not mistaken, that right big
Wow.
toe.
There's his kids.
What a bomb between Alex Pereira and his boys, and 8 UFC wins in a span of 30.
Holy shit. This guy's a beast, man.
Division titles at middleweight and light heavyweight. He did not defend the middleweight championship.
Yuri kind of should have been more taking more risks, I would say. Waited around too much. Wow. That's crazy. Little Daniel.
Dan Jr.
That's crazy.
All right, the official decision brought to you by Hart Tools, with over 800 quality tools to maintain your home, yard, and car. Available at Walmart. One final time tonight. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 13 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO
And Stu. And again, a guy that comes in and he ate like 2 or 3 strikes. Like he
didn't.
Prochazka's
Yuri didn't do anything. He's just out of it.
Prochazka's sad, defeated, still probably clearing the
He's
cobwebs.
not gonna get a title shot again, probably.
It would take a few decisive victories, I think.
Wow. Wild.
foi muito bom. Eu falei em todas as entrevistas coletivas que eu tô querendo sair daqui vitorioso. É o que eu conquistei.
Oh, Pereira versus John Jones. That's what Exit's calling for. I would love to see that
Yeah,
fight.
I'd love to see it too. Wow.
You know, I didn't know how I was going to win, but I knew I was going to come here and I was going to leave this octagon happy.
In just 2 short years, you have accomplished in the octagon
Yeah.
something unprecedented. Not just to win 2 belts in 2 different weight classes, but to completely
Jeez.
dominate the sport.
Yeah, he's a beast, man.
What is next?
I'm gonna go up to heavyweight.
He wants to, right? He wants to fight Aspinall. Should call John Jones.
Jones.
Would
I think
take this fight?
Jones takes him down though. I think you know. I mean, Exit
heavyweight, it's a
and I
different-
are on the same page. So.
That's crazy, man. Head kick.
Jones got too much IQ for him. Yeah, Jones has fought good strikers before.
You were due for a head kick knockout.
One of the things that's been discussed is you potentially moving
There he
to
is.
heavyweight. Is that something we will see from you in the future? The audience seems to love that idea. Is that something we may see from you in the future?
Muita falada, se você subir o peso pesado, o público parece que gostou da ideia. É o seu futuro, você acha?
Eu acho que é meu futuro. Eu falei isso aqui na luta, quando eu fui campeão. E, pô, eu mudei um pouco os meus planos, né? Voltar no peso pesado, tava querendo forçar. Eu não vi nenhum interesse da organização. Se eles acham melhor assim, ok. Mas eu acho que
Man,
That's wild.
I think that's in my future. I said that last time I was here. You know, I said it a lot. There didn't seem to be too much interest in the organization, but I'm available, and I do think that's in my future.
The interest is here now. I think the world would love to see if you can
Wild.
become the first 3-division world champion.
That'd be sick, man. If anyone's gonna do it, it's this dude, isn't it?
I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, like again, he took no damage from Prochazka, who's a great striker. Obviously, Pereira is probably the best striker in MMA, at least at these upper weight classes. And but you go up to the other weight classes and you're dealing with a lot of power as well. He's obviously a bit thinner. You know, what's he gonna weigh in at? You know, like 230.
Yeah, he'd be a lighter heavyweight. I know Stipe did pretty well, like 240.
Yeah.
He'd be even smaller.
You know, I never asked for anything. I thought I should have taken the bonus home at UFC 300. Tonight, I think I will.
Yeah. He's definitely taking at least one bonus.
It should be all bonuses. Please tell us, what does Shama mean?
Fala, o que quer dizer o chama?
O chama pode ser positivo.
Positive vibes, bro.
Is that what he said?
I don't know. I think something like that.
It could be anything, positive or negative. Say, hey, let's go to the gym, and I say Shama. Or I could say, let's go to the gym, and I say, man, Shama. So it could mean a lot of things.
Well, listen, sir, congratulations. It's been an honor watching you perform. One of the best to ever do it. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for the great Alex Pereira.
Wow.
All right, friends. Well, that's
We're not gonna talk to Yuri.
no,
Yuri
he's
doesn't even know where he is.
he's
still.
too fucked up, man.
Jesus. Well,
Well,
we're
that's
ended on a high note.
yeah. I mean, hey,
Joe wants in the pic. He's with Joe in the picture. Look at this. Look.
that's funny. I went 5-1 tonight, so that's
Nice
good.
job. Nice job.
That's good. You went 1-3.
Yeah, it
Not
wasn't
the
my
worst, but
greatest night.
you made some money earlier in the night
Yeah, I
before
did,
we
yeah.
got here, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, what do you think is next for Pereira? We'll do a quick, just super quick on what you might think might be next for Pereira, and then we'll get out of
Megan
here.
Ankalaev.
Oh no,
He would just take him down. You think?
No, he's so boring.
Yeah, I know.
He's so boring, and nobody wants to see that. And I don't know, I don't know what's next for him. I'd like to see him move up, but to heavyweight, but it's unfair to give him a title shot because Aspinall's fighting for an interim shot, and then you have Jones Stipe. There's just seemed a bit of a log jam there, right? I just hope that fight happens in November so that we can stop talking about it. Oh, a little big nog. All right. Well, we'll figure it out, but thanks for everybody for tuning in here to the locker room. We'll obviously, me and Adam will be back for UFC 304, July 27th, I believe that is, which is Leon Edwards against Bilal Muhammad is on the main event of that card. And then I think this Saturday we've got some soccer action. We'll be back for some soccer, and then we'll be back for the Euro final as well on July 14th. So lots of locker rooms coming up for those of you that tune into us. We appreciate it. For Adam Martin, you can follow him at Adam Martin on Twitter. I am at McCormick_13 on Twitter. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight, checking out the show. We'll be back again. That's this Saturday, July 6th, for some Euros action, and then UFC 304, July 27th. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Adam, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys next time in the locker room. Sports Interaction, Bet Local.